So we're hoping that we can make some on-field adjustments. You know, the defense throws us something that we hadn't planned when we sent the call in. Hopefully we can make a good audible and get out of some trouble. That's one thing I'd like to see. We got a real nice halfback in Logan Watts. I think we didn't use him enough last year, and we found at the tail end that he really should have gotten the ball more, so we're excited to utilize him. And then we got to find some sophomores to step up this year. Our receiving core is pretty young, and if they can do that, then we'll keep people honest and maybe move the ball.
You know, with knowing what PRB brings back, and again, there's not a whole lot of secrets with these couple of teams. What do you expect from the other sideline tonight?
Well, I expect a steady dose of Abrahamson and Lodge and probably Erwin Tulenchek trying to run around and throw the ball to Struess. So, and if Travis is playing, I'm guessing we're going to have problems with him too. So it's the names we've heard and seen over the years, and I came and watched them play New York Mills, and obviously when you go that deep in the playoffs and those guys are all coming back, that's a huge asset to Tom and his staff. So it should be a heck of a tough challenge for our guys to stop.
If you can get on a roll tonight, come out of here with a win, what would that mean for this team to start the year off like that?
It'd be everything. I mean, we knew that the strength of our schedule was early, especially Pine River probably being maybe one of the best teams we play all year. And if we could get a win tonight, oh man, that would set us up pretty nicely for a really good season. So we'll see what happens.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll get you to it. Good luck tonight. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks so much. And go Wolves, go Tigers.
Aaron Pfeiffer, head coach for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, with us on the Station 371 pregame show. More right after this on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Shop your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value for quality, service, and freshness. Enjoy delicious daily deli specials around the Stone Hearth fireplace, convenience on-site pharmacy, and the freshest meats and produce. Save on gas too. Earn 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. Pequot Lakes Super Value, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Good luck, area teams.
Welcome back to the Station 371 pregame show for tonight's football opener in Pine River. Joining us now, head coach of the Tigers, Tom DeMars. So exciting to get another season started. It's a warm one here tonight. You got the big rival in town. Coach, what's the excitement level for the guys getting ready to kick off the season tonight?
Well, yeah, you're right. It's a big rival, and the game has there's a lot riding on it. Besides the rivalry, it's a district game, it's a section game, and hitting them up right out of the gate should be a lot of fun. You know, I think we played these guys 5 times in the last 3 years now, so we're pretty familiar with each other.
Without a doubt. I know when you take a look at last year, it was a great year for the Tigers. You had a great senior crew. You got a big senior class this year. Give us a little taste of the off season and coming into the year. What's the talk of goals? What's the talk of expectations for the 2022 season and how you want to get it started?
Well, I think these guys have always had high, expectations. They've been together. This has been our biggest group that has played together for a long, long time. And not only is it a big group, but there's some good athletes in there and good football players. So the expectations are to have a good, solid season again. And hopefully, if we're fortunate, maybe take it another step this year.
With the guys that you have back, what excites you most about what this team could be capable of on the field?
Well, right now I think we've got a lot of kids that can play different positions, which we're going to need tonight. We got a few kids out for various reasons, so we're a little concerned with our depth right now. Hopefully that should we shore that up in a couple weeks when we should be more full strength at that point. But most of our main guys are here too, and guys that have played. Some of these guys have been starters this will be their 4th year. They've actually got thrown in the fire as 9th graders, so get a lot of experience coming back.
with that, what do you expect game number one to still have a lot of that first game miscues and jitters, or do you expect an experienced crew to kind of go out there and maybe take care of business?
I'm hoping we avoid the first game jitters. I feel like we're prepared and, like you said, experienced, and we shouldn't have to go through that again. So you never know, though. They're high school kids, and sometimes week to week, you never know what you're going to see.
Walker-Hackensack-Akeley had a tough year last year. You were able to dominate them in your regular season matchup last year. Again, it's the first game, so there's still questions, but what do you expect from Coach Pfeiffer and his crew with what they have this year, knowing that these two teams do know each other so well?
Yeah, you're right. In the first game of the year, you still never know what to expect, if they've changed anything up from what they've done, and if we're preparing for the right things and things like that. So I'm sure we'll see a few new wrinkles, and I think they've got some kids that have put in a lot of time in the summer and getting better themselves. So I do expect a tougher game, a good game this year.
Well, again, it's a beautiful night. We're going to get it started here in Pine River. Coach, good luck to you and the Tigers. Appreciate the time.
All right, thanks a lot.
Tom DeMars, head coach for the PRB Tigers, join us on the Station 371 pregame show here on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
A wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus School.
Change your vehicle repair, still employment with the Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aiken Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit aikenmotorsco.com.
We welcome you back live to Pine River. Getting set for this 2022 opening game. You can just sense it, Noah, that there's a nice crowd here. For the poor Walker-Hackensack-Akeley fans are all shielding their faces from the sun over there. But we got a really nice crowd here, and we are all set to go for the season opening game of 2022.
Absolutely. And, I'm starting to feel the excitement. It's been a few years since I've been on the field, but like I said, even coming back to this field, we're very familiar with Pine River and just the energy that this crowd brings. It's a great community that supports their Tigers, and I don't think we could have picked, a better game for game one between the Wolves and the Tigers. Two teams that are going to play each other so tough today.
When you have a situation where, last year Pine River-Backus hung a big number on them, I'm always really interested to see how does it play out in the first quarter. If PRB gets a couple of scores, they get ahead on them, what's going to be that attitude? What's going to be the comeback for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, because they have a lot of experienced players too, and especially when you've played sports, that mental aspect. You talked about the mental aspect, so I always get really interested when it's been a blowout the year before. Does Walker-Hackensack-Akeley maybe get a surprise touchdown, or do they stop Pine River-Backus on the first two drives? Do they get that big boost of confidence early, or does PRB come in and do they start they build a lead early and go on to another big win? It's always interesting to me to see that, especially because it's the first game of the year.
And that's just it. With the first game of the year, you could see a lot of different things. You could also see different tricks in the bag, different plays that you're trying to work on in the year to kind of get adjusted to it, because they're not going to be expecting that. But when you play a team the year before, and if you get shellacked the way that Walker did, Devin, I don't know if we're going.
No, yep, we're going to be going to the we're going to go to the national anthem here. So let's take a listen to the national anthem. Well, we're expecting the national anthem to start here. There it is.
So holy we
And the national anthem there as we get set to play football here tonight. Other games that are on our airwaves. Pequot Lakes is hosting East Grand Forks on KLKS Talk 100.1. Crosby, Ironton, and Aiken, the Stump game on KKN FM 94.3 and yourliveevent.com. Other openers tonight, Mille Lacs hosting Hinckley Finlayson in Onamia, Staples Matley at Wadena Deer Creek, Hill City Northland hosting Mountain Iron Buell in Reamer. It is Holdingford at Piers and Glencoe Silver Lake at Little Falls. Minnesota Golden Gopher football gets underway tonight, taking on New Mexico State. And we also are scheduled to have NCAA football, Penn State at Purdue on 3WI AM 1270 FM 96.3. It is Thursday night, but a fully loaded night of football across the stations of Homegrown Local Radio. Pine River-Backus looks like they will be kicking off. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will receive the opening kick for this 2022 season. The Pine River-Backus Tigers in the black jerseys, black pants, orange numbers and letters with white trim, and the black helmets with the tiger with the numbers on the side of the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. White jerseys, blue pants, blue numbers and letters with the silver helmets. Logan Watts is back to receive as Chance Abraham, left-footed kicker, and here's the opening kick of the season. High end overhand kick taken, running at the 20, right up the middle, coming to the right side, across the hash marks, 30, 35, breaks the tackle, 40, 45, Logan Watts. Coach Pfeiffer said they maybe didn't use him enough last year, and the 170-pound senior halfback has a nice return as the first drive of the year for the Wolves will start at their own 46-yard line, and that's a nice little boost of energy for the Wolves to start off tonight's game.
And sometimes something as simple as that, you get a good kickoff return to start the game. Now you want to bring that energy into the first offense series of the season.
Senior quarterback Eli Pfeiffer brings the Wolves to the line in an I formation. Receivers either side. Tight end on the right, takes a snap turn, and it's a handoff. Watts, left side, he's got a hold. He's across midfield, breaks a tackle. Corbin Knapp catches him from behind across the 50 to the Pine River-Backus 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7, and it's going to be a first down and a long 3. Well, let's call that the 48-yard line. And Logan Watts goes for 6 yards on the opening carry. Fullback is Joe Haid, a junior, 190 pounds. Eli Pfeiffer, the quarterback, with the offset eye handoff to Haid, and Haid, the junior fullback, gets stacked up after a gain of 3 to the 45, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 here on the opening drive for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. Just a quick hitter right up the gut. Pine River-Backus defensive line, Zeke Zwart, 320-pound senior, lining up right over the center. I formation again, 3rd and 1. Here's the snap, handoff to Watts. He's hit in the backfield. He's going to stretch forward, and he's going to be, I think, just shy. Corbin Knapp in the backfield wrapped him up. And it might be, they're going to put it down. They're going to give him about half a yard. He didn't get the full yard, so officially no gain, and it's going to be 4th down and less than 1. What a way to start for the opening drive.
And they are not afraid to pound the ball early on this, this really physical Pine River defense, and I love that they're going for it early in a rivalry game like this.
Haid in front of Watts, 4th and less than 1. The snap, quarterback keeper, the push forward, and I think Pfeiffer's got it. Oh, yes, he does. An extra push from the fullback, Haid. And he picks up 2 as Eli Pfeiffer, the senior quarterback, moves the chains for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. It's the opening drive here, first quarter, no score. And from the Pine River-Backus 43-yard line, it is 1st and 10, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley going left to right as we see it here. In the press box in Pine River. Again, receivers either side. I formation behind Pfeiffer. Tight end right. Here's the snap. Here's the delayed handoff. Logan Watts trying to bounce outside. He's swallowed up again. And this time it was Chance Abraham for a loss of 1. Well, maybe loss of a half yard. Call it no gain for Logan Watts. He's got 3 carries and 6 yards, all 6 yards on his opening carry. This time Abraham, the linebacker, shot the gap and brought him down. 2nd down and 10 plus for the Wolves. Same formation, wide receiver on the near side is Leighton Pinsky. On the far side, Blake Watson, and here's Pfeiffer to pass. He's under some pressure. He's trying to get out. He's trying to get outside. Here comes the Ethan Lodge, a collision right at the line of scrimmage, and Pfeiffer able to just get that maybe half a yard back. They're going to put it down at the 42-yard line. Give him 1, 3rd and 9 for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley here opening drive.
And you know, he had a pretty clean pocket there, so I don't know if that was a design QB run, but Pine River-Backus was playing good coverage, looking like it might have been cover 2, cover 3, good coverage downfield, and he had to roll out to make something happen.
Pine River-Backus on a potential passing situation brings Cole Burrell in for that defensive line. 4 down linemen for the Tigers. Receivers left and right, now a man in motion as Pinsky's going to go left to right. On 3rd and long, here's Pfeiffer to pass. He's under pressure, he's hit, and it's a fumble. At the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 44-yard line, picking the ball up was Chance Abraham. Coming off the right side, Irvin Tulenchik blew up Pfeiffer, knocked the ball loose. Chance Abraham picked up the loose rolling ball at the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 43-yard line, and a big sack turnover. On 3rd down, it's Pine River-Backus football.
And you could see that from a mile away. Once you saw that Irvin Tulenchik was good, you could tell he was ready to go, lining up and to pressure the quarterback. He had untouched for the sack in the strip. That's a big play.
And Irvin Tulenchik, the senior who makes the defensive play, will lead the charge again this year for the PRB Tigers. 1st and 10 from the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 43-yard line. No score, first quarter. 2 receivers left. I formation behind Tulenchik. Takes the snap. Hands off left side. It's Ethan Lodge with a hole. 40 to the outside. Trying to break a tackle. He's inside the 35-yard line. Running left side by the sideline. And it looks like they'll put it down at the 35. Good hole on the left side. The PRB offensive line. Connor King, the center. Cole Burrell, the left guard. Corbin Knapp, the left tackle. On the right side, Trey Tutenhagen is the guard, and Hunter Norman is the tackle. A gain of 8 on the first carry tonight for Ethan Lodge. Lodge, a 5'9", 150-pound junior back. 2nd down and 2 for PRB. On the left side hash, receivers either side. I formation. Here's the snap, pitch right side. Lodge looking for room. Now he cuts inside a tackle at the 35. Got the first down, and he's whipped down at the 30. They'll give him 5 and a Tigers first down.
You know, and Devin, going into this game, Ethan Lodge was a player that I was really excited to watch today. Watching some film from last year, he's fast, he's shifty, but he's also got good power. Doesn't really know when to quit and keep running, and he, reading that hole well, was able to cut in for a first down.
Just outside the Wolves' 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10, Pine River-Backus. It's the Tigers' opening drive after a takeaway on defense, a sack fumble created by Irvin Tulenchik, recovered by Chance Abraham. No score, 7:20 to go opening quarter. 2 receivers on the left side, Ryan Struess, tight end on the right. I formation behind Tulenchik. Looks left, takes a snap, fakes the pitch. He's going to roll left. He's looking downfield. He's got time. There's a nice block. Now Tulenchik's going to take off and run inside the 30, gets stood up, and now 4 Wolves form a pack and drive him back at the 27-yard line. He was looking downfield, but the good coverage by the Wolves. As he took off, he was met by Alex Daigle. They're going to put the ball down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. First run for Tulenchik. First drive for PRB. Late defensive substitution for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Ryan Struess one-on-one on the left side. Ethan Lodge lines up now as a 4th receiver just off the line. Here's Tulenchik. Handoff. Abraham gets hit right away, and he's going to stumble forward. Maybe picks up 1. Good penetration, and with the initial hit for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley was Devin Johnson, a senior defensive lineman. They're going to give Abraham 2 on his first carry to the 26-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5 for Pine River-Backus.
Big 3rd down early. You know, when you get the turnover early, got to build that momentum. So see what they have drawn up here. Wolves are stacking with the defensive linemen. They're expecting the run here today.
Baron Millam goes wide to the right. Slot right is Ethan Rugroden. Ryan Struess wide left. Ethan Lodge just off the line to the right side on 3rd down and 5. Tulenchik shotgun snap. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. He's under some pressure. He throws up. He's looking for Rugroden in the end zone. Makes the catch. Touchdown Tigers. Ethan Rugroden, the senior, with coverage in front, reached over Logan Watts, pulled it in, and the Tigers cash in the turnover, and they strike on their opening drive of the 2022 season.
Great throw by Tulinchik under pressure. Was able to see him downfield, and, seeing that Logan Watts, he had a read on it, might have jumped a little early, but, man, that was a good throw, good adjustment, and focus for that touchdown.
Pine River-Backus looks like they will go for 2. Couple of seniors hooking up for the 2-point conversion. See how they line up. 3rd down and 5, and they convert for 26 yards. PRB will come out with the power I formation. Corbin Knapp lined up as one of the fullbacks along with Abraham. Here's a snap, pitch out to Lodge. Lodge trying to get to the outside. He cuts in, he gets hit, and he is short. Pine River-Backus cashes in the turnover for a touchdown with 5:32 to go in the first quarter. Pine River-Backus 6, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing. Kickoff after this on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Quality Cenex gasoline and off-road diesel, plus premium for both small engines and
a lot of times it's abbreviated. It's
keeping your car shining bright with their car wash. Don't forget your fishing and hunting license, Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Sounds good.
Back with you, Skeeter 101.5, KFGI Crosby, RJBroadcasting.com. and yourliveevent.com. Devin Kruger, Noah Caruso with you. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley moved the chains, then a turnover. And then the cash-in touchdown. 3rd and 5, 26-yard touchdown strike. Irvin Tulinchek, who had the sack fumble. And then he hits Ethan Rugroden for the score.
And, I don't know if you could drop a perfect start for Pine River. Bring that energy in week 1. I mean, Irvin Tulinchik, we know the kind of athlete that he is from the other sports that he plays. He has made, his mark so far early in this game.
So now the Tigers' Chance Abraham will kick it off end over end. It's going to be Watts again from the 16. Straight up the middle across the 20, veers right, 25, 30. You got the hash marks upfield, and he's going to be dropped down a little shorter this time. Corbin Knapp on the stop, along with Barron Millum. Small school football, right? No, they play offense, they play defense. Around the special teams, you'll hear a lot of the same names. They marked Watts down at the 36-yard line. Now there might be a little confusion as to exactly which official had the spot on that one. They're going to put it at the 34-yard line, so second possession here for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. Pine River-Backus up 6-0.
Devin, I think this is early. This is the most important drive for Walker. How do you respond after a turnover?
Here's Watts with the handoff. Corbin Knapp sheds the block, and he was waiting for him. A short gain, 35, maybe just across the 35. Call it a gain of 1. It's 2nd down and 9. 5:15 to go first quarter. 6-0 Tigers.
And I was saying, with Walker, it's you go on the road, you have a start like that, you can't get away from what you do, and you can't be demoralized. I'm going to be curious to see how Walker responds in this drive here as we got a whistle.
Now we have a stoppage. We haven't seen any flags out. Oh, we have an equipment issue. Chance Abraham, some of the straps came off his helmet, so he'll step out. Cole Burrell's going to step in for him. We saw Burrell come in as a defensive lineman. Now he's going to come in a linebacker spot. 3 down linemen, 5-man front. Here's the pitch. Watts, left side, trying to stretch it out. He's in all sorts of trouble at the 30. He's hit. Corbin Knapp's not going to let him go. Here comes Ryan Struess. Here comes more black jerseys. And it is a loss back to the 29-yard line. A loss of 6. Logan Watts, the senior back for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. We'll call it the 30-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. Has 5 rushes for just 2 yards. The PRB defense, after that 1 first down, they're looking real solid.
And on that was all with the defensive lineman. When you do a toss like that, the linemen want to get upfield, and the defense got great penetration to prevent that from happening.
3rd and 14 for the Wolves. Receivers either side. I formation. Eli Pfeiffer, senior quarterback, the late handoff to Watts again. Watts going to go straight ahead. Good gain as Pine River-Backus is definitely playing the pass. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley tried to surprise him. Not too much of a surprise as Watts got to the second level. He was stopped there at the 37-yard line. A pickup of 7 brings up a 4th down and 7 for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. It appears they will punt. Back to do the punting is Alex Daigle. Ethan Lodge back to receive for the PRB Tigers. From the 37-yard line. Line is down, a low snap, and Daigle gets the kick. Angled to the far sideline, going to hit at the Pine River-Backus 38. Hops to Lodge at the 26, across the 30, 35, far sideline, 40, and he's run out of bounds. That ball took a nice high hop, so it wasn't too risky for Lodge to make the catch, and he has a nice return on the far sideline, pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and that's where PRB will start this drive. Pine River-Backus, second drive, first one ended in a touchdown. This will be the first one to start in their own field position, but so far, great field position for the Tigers. They lead 6-0, 3:24 to go here in the first quarter. Opening night here in Pine River. Next week, Tigers will be back here against Bagley. We'll have that one for you on yourliveevent.com. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley starts here tonight, then goes to New York Mills next week. Coach Pfeiffer said they had a loaded front of the schedule. From the 45, right side hash for PRB. Millam's going to come wide to the near side. Rugroden wide to the far side. I formation, Tulenchuk under center, sends Ryan Struess in motion right to left. Here's a snap, handoff. This is Lodge trying to break it to the outside, trying to get to the corner on the numbers 45, and he's going to be steered out of bounds. Lot of running for a fairly short gain, but Lodge was able to finally track it upfield. Logan Watts ran him out of bounds. Pickup of 4. They marked him out at the 49.
Solid game, but I feel like Lodge, if he would have just found that hole a little bit sooner, just cut upfield sooner, that could have been a first down potentially. But still, positive yardage. If you get 4 yards every single, this is what I was told when I played. If you get 4 yards every single play, eventually you find yourself in the end zone.
Always have heard coaches say they'll take 4 yards every play because that moves the chains.
Absolutely. That's how we played.
Tulenchuk surveys the defense as he brings the Tigers to the line. I formation. Receivers again either side. On second down and 6, here's another handoff. Straight ahead, Abraham gets hit shortly. Now he puts the hand down and veers to the near side. Excuse me, that's a new running back. That's Brady Rule, a junior. And Brady Rule on his first carry makes a little noise. Got some contact in the hole. Was able to glance off that, a gain back into Wolves territory. He picks up 5 to the 46. Brings up a short third down here. 3rd and 1 for Pine River-Backus back in Wolves territory. Rule's going to come split wide to, slot left side. Joseph Zaskowski wide left. One receiver, Rugroden to the right. Here's the snap to Irvin Tulenchuk. First true carry as he takes it himself, and it looks like they give him the first down inside the 45 to the 44. Irvin scrambled for a few yards. This was a designed quarterback run right up the middle, and he picks up a Tigers first down.
Gosh, it's so valuable having an athletic quarterback like that, one that can throw the ball like him, and you can just use him in so many ways. Just adds another element to the offense, whether they want to run the option, design QB sneak like that, or if you just want to chuck it up, as we saw on the first touchdown. He's that guy that can do that, and it just elevates the offense to a whole new level.
2:15 and counting, first quarter, 6-0 Pine River-Backus. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tulenchuk back into the shotgun. He's got Chance Abraham to his left. Ryan Struess, tight end on the right side of the line. The snap, looking to pass. He's going to step up. Now he's in trouble. He's hit, and he's going to go down. First man there for the Wolves was Fisher Smith, the 190-pound senior D lineman. Tulenchuk didn't have much time. Looked like they were going deep, and he gets stuck back in Pine River-Backus territory. They're going to put this all the way back to the 47-yard line. That is a loss of 9 on the first sack tonight for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves.
And that's a big play for Walker. I mean, you finally get that first big defensive play. And, for the offensive line, they just got to read that blitz. A little bit of a delayed blitz from the backers. And you got to be a kind of head on a swivel, especially for the interior offensive line, where they were able to just go in untouched.
So now second down and 19 for Pine River-Backus. Tulenchuk in the shotgun. 2 backs with him this time. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's the snap, bit low. He's going to swing it out to Lodge for a little screen, and That was a forward pass, and it was a little high. Lodge might have looked back and got the sun. And now it's going to be 3rd and long for the Tigers on what looked to be a promising start to another drive deep into Wolves territory. The Wolves have a chance to get a big stop here. Haven't seen any updates quite yet from the other games on our airwaves tonight. Tigers with a 3rd and long. Ryan Struess wide to the near side. Coach Fiver said they're going to keep a close eye on him. Slot left is Ethan Lodge. Tulenchek in the shotgun. Chance Abraham to his left. 2 receivers to the far side. 3rd and a long way. Low snap. It's bobbled. Tulenchek stops. He's going to throw it up for grabs, and it's going to be caught by Struess for a first down at the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 31-yard line. Struess got tangled up a little bit with the cover man, Eli Pfeiffer, as the pass was underthrown. Tulenchek was in trouble, and fortune be the way of the Tigers on that play. First down at the Wolves' 31-yard line.
And, sometimes, like you say, you just get a lucky play like that. But give credit to Struess. Made a really good adjustment to a ball that was a little bit short to him. Made that quick adjustment to reach up and get that ball. And that was good coverage by Walker. I mean, it's demoralizing. You get him in a big play and a big 3rd down like that, and then they still convert. We'll have to see how they keep responding. I mean, they've been making plays on defense. They just got to finish the job.
22 yards on the hookup for a first down. Pine River-Backus, 30 seconds ago in the opening quarter, 6-0 PRB, and the Pine River-Backus having some trouble getting the guys set. And the clock is on, the snap just in time. They flip it to Ethan Lodge. Right side, a little bobble, gets out to the hash marks. He gets inside the 30-yard line and goes straight ahead to the 26. Looks like it'll be a pickup of 5, and that very well could be our final play of the first quarter. Pine River-Backus is not going to be in any hurry to get a play in and snap this. So we have the first quarter of the first game of the 2022 football season in the books. It is Pine River-Backus 6, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing. Quarter number 2 right after this on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
You with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown.
Set up right to start the second quarter with a 2nd down and 5 from the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 26-yard line. Irvin Tulenchek, touchdown pass to Ethan Rugroden. Power eye, handoff Lodge. Right side burst through at the 20, 15, to the sideline, 10, 5. He's going to be slung out of bounds just short of the end zone, saving the touchdown for the moment. Cooper Brovold. As Ethan Lodge, big hole on the right side, 1st and goal. Pine River-Backus, they'll mark him down right at the 5-yard line, a gain of 21 for the junior back.
And good momentum to start this second quarter. Lyman doing a good job getting upfield, getting that secondary block. And, with a running back like Lodge, he's going to burn you with his speed, and just missed the touchdown right there.
Tigers on the doorstep of doubling their lead. Power eye again, this time in the backfield. Here's the handoff. This is Lodge forward, across, leaning in. He is, no signal yet. And there it is, touchdown Tigers. It certainly looked like he had gotten across, and he did. Pine River-Backus 2 for 2 on their drives. A 5-yard touchdown run by Ethan Lodge, the junior. It's 12-0 Pine River-Backus.
Connor King doing a really good job of getting that initial block, opened up that hole for him right away, and then Tugendhagen, was able to finish off the job in that second level. Great job by the offensive lineman in the goal line. You need your offensive lineman to really perform in these short yardage situations. The battle in the trenches is what's going to be important. Great touchdown run and a great way to start the quarter for the Tigers.
So now 12-0. Tigers went for 2 on their first go-around. Looks like they'll go for 2 here again. I was going to say, I didn't see a number 44. I think that's Corbin Knapp. He might have had to have a jersey change. Chance Abraham is to the right of Tulenchek. Shotgun for the 2-point conversion. The snap. Tulenchek rolling out, looking. He pumps. He's in a little trouble. He stiff arms. He throws back across his body, and it's going to be no good on the 2-point conversion attempt once again. But 2 touchdowns for the PRB Tigers, and they now lead 12-0 over the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. 11:32 to go in the second quarter. Tigers kick off after this on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, system design and installation, sumper brush removal, and delivery of your sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 39 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lake, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
12-0 Pine River-Backus Tigers. A 26-yard touchdown pass from Tulenchek to Rugroden, and now a 5-yard run by Ethan Lodge. And both of them, you wouldn't say certainly were easy, Noah, but the Tigers found a way to complete the drives, make a big play when they needed it, and they're up 12-0 early in this one.
And it's all just about execution and, kind of just adapting to what the defense is giving you, because sometimes the play is going to break down. But, with some of the athletic players, how can you make, something into nothing? And, in that touchdown run, it was just a well-designed play by, offensive linemen doing the work. But, in this game so far for PRB, they've been doing a good job at making the adjustments, and Tulenchek doing a lot with his legs and his arm, and good start for the Tigers.
Abraham kicks off to the near side, this time right up at the 23-yard line, up across the 25-30, returner for the Wolves, up across the 35, stiff arm, and he gets across the 40. Nice return by Cooper Brovold. And you can see one of the things that, if you're on the Tigers standpoint, of course, you've had 2 good drives. You're always looking at things you can tweak. Right now, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, they've been able to have some nice returns in that kickoff game. That's certainly one of those, I'm sure, things that can be addressed for the Tigers is, how do we shore that up? How do we get guys downfield a little quicker on the coverage units? Walker-Hackensack-Akeley starts with good field position at their own 40-yard line.
And it's one of those things that you just don't really think about until it's, needs to be addressed. And, for the third straight drive, Walker's got good field position to start out.
On first down, Eli Pfeiffer under center. Handoff, Joe Haid right up as Walker-Hackensack-Akeley going to try a little power game. And a nice push as Haid picks up a few. Is going to get to the 43-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Just the second carry for Haid here in this one. And both of his carries thus far tonight have gone for 3 yards apiece. 11:08 to go, second quarter. Pine River-Backus with a pair of touchdowns leading 12-0. Receivers left and right. One receiver was in front of the line. First flags come out, and here's a pitch back, and the pitch was low on the ground. I think this is a pre-snap penalty, however. One of the receivers was lined up in the neutral zone at the snap, and you can tell it's the first game for the officials, as both sideline officials had a little trouble getting the flags out. And I believe this is a dead ball foul, so it's going to come pre-snap. If it is not ruled pre-snap, then the Tigers certainly would take the loss of yardage on the pitch. But the officials are, and that might be something that Coach DeMars is asking, is that a pre-snap penalty? And it is. They have it back. Yeah, so they're going to bring this back inside the 40-yard line to the 37-yard line. Make that the 38-yard line. That's the first penalty of tonight's game, which is not too bad for game number 1.
Not bad. A little surprised because, sometimes in the first game things can get a little sloppy, but
That receiver was a good yard ahead of the line of scrimmage.
That one was an obvious one.
2nd and 13, Pfeiffer to pass. First time he's looking, he's rolling to the right side. He's trying to find something downfield. Corbin Knapp tracks him down, and the Tigers have another sack. Pfeiffer hasn't had much time to survey the field. Corbin Knapp bearing down on him. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. Now he lost a little bit. We're going to make it back to the 40 to the 37-yard line. That's going to be another sack for the Tigers. Second one tonight. It is going to be 3rd and 13 for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, trailing 12-0. Eli Pfeiffer does not have a pass attempt yet. He's really only looked to pass twice. He has been sacked both times. Coming wide to the near side, Blake Watson, a sophomore receiver. On the far side is Pinsky. Here's Pfeiffer. Delayed handoff to Logan Watson. He is hit and buried in the backfield. First man there was Dalton Myers. And then Cole Burrell came to help clean it up along with Trey Tutenhagen as the Wolves tried to pull the draw out of the hat, and it was completely swallowed up by the Tigers.
And I don't know if they're just trying to catch him off rhythm or just kind of catch him by surprise. The second, third, and straight third long on a drive went for a draw play.
And they definitely trying to, they knew that Pfeiffer, I think, didn't have much time, and now the Tigers were almost caught with too many men on the field. They have to burn a timeout here. 9:26 to go in the second quarter. It is 12-0 Pine River-Backus. Quick timeout, and we're back. This is high school football opening night on Skeeter 101.5 and rjbroadcasting.com, as well as yourliveevent.com.
This is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project
Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Dock Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Dock Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has open
area on other games. Crosby, Ironton, and Aiken, the stump game, scoreless after one on KKI and FM 94.3. At the end of one, and that one also, CI and Aiken, that's also on yourliveevent.com. At the end of one, Pequot Lakes leading East Grand Forks 14-0 in their opener, just down the road in Pequot Lakes. Out of the Pine River-Backus timeout, because they almost had too many men on the field, it's punt time for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Alex Daigle back to punt. Ethan Lodge standing at his own 41. Should be great field position. Good snap. Daigle under light pressure gets a good high kick. And here is Lodge taking it at the 35 on the near side. He is at the 40. Irvin Tulenchek was the up man on that. Lodge was the deep guy, and little 10-yard return, and Pine River-Backus will start at their own 40-yard line. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley lost a fumble on their opening possession, back-to-back punts. Pine River-Backus 2 for 2 to start the year with touchdown drives. After a 44-0 win last year, Pine River-Backus would have a chance here in the second quarter to make things extremely tough on the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. 1st and 10 from their own 40 with a 12-0 lead. Noah's going to have the call in the third quarter because our young guys need to go solo already next week. Noah, I hope you're ready.
I am born ready.
Off a power I formation. Here's the snap. Here's Lodge left side. Met in the hole. Nice job coming up to fill it up by Joe Haid, the junior backer. Short gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Lodge 49 yards on 7 carries with a score so far tonight. Shadows now pretty much covering all of the football field. I'm sure the players don't mind that. Few of the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley fans on the far side on the top of the bleachers still shielding their eyes from the sun. They won't have to wait too long.
Yeah, you know, any way to get into the away fans' head, right?
From the 41, 2nd down and 9. It's a short 9. One receiver wide left. Power I with Abraham and Knapp in front of Lodge. Irvin Tulenchek takes the snap, and his play action. He's got Ryan Struess wide open near side numbers, floats it up, and it is caught at the 35, breaks a tackle, 30, 25, 20, 10, breaks a tackle, 5, touchdown Ryan Struess. Touchdown Tigers. Struess made a great play with Eli Pfeiffer on him. He shed one tackle. Another Wolf came from behind, and Struess said no thank you on his way to an end zone run, 59 yards. And the Pine River-Backus Tigers have an 18-0 advantage.
Wide open for Struess. I mean, I don't know where the safety or the corners was. Like, someone was missing their zone on that. I couldn't quite tell what kind of zone they were running, but there was just no one in that area. And a little underthrown, but Struess makes a good adjustment using his speed and his power to just get that big touchdown. What a start for PRB.
Tigers will go for two. Ryan Struess, 6'3", 220-pound senior, broke from the line, immediately saw he was open. And here's Tulenchek, broken play on the two-point conversion. He sheds a tackle, and he's going to reach across for a successful two-point conversion. Pine River-Backus, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Irvin Tulenchek now 3 for 4, 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. 8:21 to go in the second quarter. Pine River-Backus 20 and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing. We'll take a quick time as we've got 30 seconds, and we're back with kickoff after this on Skeeter 1015 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
For every $100 spent on groceries. For quality service and freshness, shop Pequot Lake Super Value. Good luck, area teams.
Okay.
Devin Kruger, Noah Caruso with you, 20-0. Pine River-Backus, big plays, Noah. It's a part of the game. Pine River-Backus has been the one cashing in the big plays. Broken coverage, Ryan Struess wide open, 59 yards, and the Tiger fans very excited here in night number 1.
You know, we knew that this Tiger team had that big play ability, and they're showing it on full display, taking advantage of the mistakes that Walker has made. And, you know, sometimes it's just been luck of the draw for some of their plays. But in that, I mean, capitalize on a mistake, no one back in coverage, covering Struess for a big touchdown.
Abraham to kick it off, and here's a sidewinder kick to the near side, and nicely taken on a weird twisting hop. That really was a great play. Brady Murdoff, a senior wide receiver on the kick return unit, diving with a ball spinning away from him, was able to stick his hand out and corral it. If he doesn't get that ball, Noah, the Tigers would have had, I think, a great chance to recover the kickoff.
I'm having PTSD because I was always in the front of that return, and whenever I saw a dribbler come my direction, I'm just like, oh, God, please let it fall in my hand. But knowing that it's so important to get that, because then all of a sudden it's an onside kick essentially. But good job by the Walker special teams.
35-yard line on the Wolves side. Eli Pfeiffer under center. Wolves needing something big. Handoff Logan Watts. Near side with a little room. Sheds a tackle. He's got the sideline. 40. Cuts in on a tackler at the 45. And the biggest run and biggest play of the evening for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves as Logan Watts finds some room on the left side. And he scampers for 11 across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
And for Walker, I mean, getting that big play is going to be huge. But for Walker, it just kind of comes down to this. You know, you're down by 3 scores. Just got to slowly but surely. It's not going to all come in one play. But getting plays like that, matriculating the ball down the field, you know, that's going to be important for Walker the rest of the way.
8 minutes to go, quarter number 2. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley even first downs and just keeping the defense off. Here's a delayed handoff. Watts, he's got a hole again. He's across midfield. He's going to step inside Irvin Tulenchek, who brings him down along with Connor King. But another nice gain for Logan Watts inside Tigers territory. He's got the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 7, second down and 3, and now Watts has 24 yards on his 9 carries tonight.
And, you know, they've been running the draw well. I mean, they've been selling it, getting good yardage. Just when you're running it on 3rd and long, it doesn't seem like much, but that's a good run for Walker, and it looks like they got something going on this drive here.
Receivers either side, I formation again, tight end right. Eli Pfeiffer under center, the snap, handoff again, Watts trying to go up the middle, gets hit right as he crosses the line of scrimmage, and he has good power to move forward. He's inside the 45, down to the 43. That's a first down run of 4 yards. That's back-to-back first downs. And so far, it's a steady diet of Logan Watts, the senior back, for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. First down and 10 from the Pine River-Backus. Call it the 43-yard line, just outside of it. I formation. Here's a bobbled snap. Eli Pfeiffer as the Wolves try to pick up the tempo, and Pfeiffer just basically has to eat that one as it's going to be no gain, 2nd down and 10.
Can't have the mistakes by Walker. I mean, they've had that happen when they seem to get something going on a drive. Can't let the little mistakes. But you know what? That's a good job by Pfeiffer for recovering that ball and at least getting something. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but that 1 yard, it means a game of inches. So just keeps this drive alive for them.
Wolves Activities Director Tim Tungseth join us here at the half. I formation, 3rd down and 9, maybe a little less. Here's the delayed handoff again to Watts. Burst through the hole. He's going to get stuck at the 35-yard line, and Ethan Lodge came away with the ball, but the officials are going to whistle that Watts was down first. Tigers want to make their plea, but they will put the ball down for the Wolves at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7, 4th down and 3 for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. They're going to go for it, down 20-0 with 5.5 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Receivers either side, and Coach Aaron Pfeiffer is going to take a timeout to talk this one over. 5:21 to go on the clock in the 2nd quarter, and it is Pine River-Backus 20. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing, and a 4th down play for the Wolves when we return on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families.
Quarter. Pine River-Backus 3 for 3 on drives so far. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 0 for 3, 1 turnover. And Coach Aaron Pfeiffer, I think we're at 20-0, and sometimes, again, it's about finding your groove. It's about finding some momentum and some positivity. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, a couple of 1st downs on this drive, Noah, a big 4th down. I love this timeout for him to say, hey, 1st game of the season, this is one of these plays that we can prove to ourselves what we can do.
And that's just it. I mean, regrouping the guys, because, I mean, it's so easy when you fall down big early. It can be so easy to just kind of lose focus. And Pfeiffer's a great coach. Walker always gave us fits when we played him, and just to keep this drive going, because getting a score, a little bit before the half, I mean, that would be crucial for them getting back in this game.
This drive started at their own 35-yard line. 4th and 3. Eli Pfeiffer under center. I formation behind him. Tigers showing blitz. They hand it off to Watts on the right side. He's trying to bounce outside. He's hit. He's pushing forward. I think he's going to be stopped short. He is. Got inside the 35-yard line, but not enough to move the chains. Great effort by Logan Watts, but he's going to fall short. Officially a gain of 1, and the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves turn it over on downs. 5:16 to go, 2nd quarter. One thing that I absolutely loved about that was the patience and the effort from Logan Watts, but the Tigers defense able to stop him about 6 inches shy of the stick.
Game of inches, right, Devin? And, that was it. And that was a good play set. I mean, Watson was doing a very good job at just reading that hole, but the size that Pine River has in that front 7, makes all the much of a difference. And they're so good at filling in the gaps, applying pressure and just powering, just blowing through the offensive line early in this game, and it's been a big factor for them. And even when they fall down early in the drives, they seem to bounce back.
Pine River-Backus, and we have a stoppage before as Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will take a timeout, as looked like they had 11 guys out there, but something not quite right for the Wolves, so they will take their 2nd timeout of the 2nd quarter. 5:16 to go. Pine River-Backus, 4th drive of the game, starts at their own 34-yard line, and the Tigers lead 20-0. More after this on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Shop your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value for quality, service, and freshness. Enjoy delicious daily deli specials around the Stone Hearth fireplace, convenient on-site pharmacy, and the freshest meats and produce. Save on gas too. Earn 10
here to open up the season. PRB up 20-0. Power I formation with Abraham and Knapp in front of Lodge. One receiver right. Tulenchek, handoff, Lodge, right side, bursts through the hole, cuts to the outside 40, slips a tackle, stuttering across the 45, keeps his feet, and Ethan Lodge with a tremendous run. He gained another 7 yards after he nearly went down, stuck his hand in the dirt, and he's inside Wolves territory to the 49-yard line. 17 yards for Ethan Lodge. 66 yards on 8 carries and a score for the junior back. 5 minutes to go here in half number 1. Same formation except the wide receiver wide to the left for PRB. Tight end Struess on the right. Here's the handoff. Playing the power game. Big hole, and this time it's Brady Rule. He's inside the 45. He slipped a tackle, and he's down to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 6 for Brady Rule, the junior back getting another touch here in the first half.
It's going to have the kind of that rotation of running backs, and, you know, when they all can run efficiently, again, it just adds to the depth. And, you know, we were talking about in the pregame, just the depth that Pine River has and, you know, the skill set that they have. It feels like they can just hand off to anyone. It's going to be efficient offense.
I'm a little surprised, and I'm not sure if that Irvin Tulenchek hasn't been on more designed runs, but then on the other hand, we're seeing that they maybe don't need him to be. Power I again, receiver left, 2nd down and 4. Handoff, and this time they give it to Corbin Knapp, his first carry of his senior campaign, and he got tripped up on one of the offensive linemen. Call it no gain. 3rd down for the Tigers now, 3rd and 4 from the Wolves' 43-yard line as we're now under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Lineman coming, Dalton Myers checking it in and bringing the play in. Here's Irvin Tulenchek going to break it. They're going to stay with the power I. Splitting wide to the left, Joseph Zaskowski. Knapp and Abraham in front of Lodge. Ryan Struess, tight end on the right side, 3rd and 4. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, 5 down lineman. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to Lodge. He's hit in the backfield and dropped. Coming through clean and with the stop, Devin Johnson. 4th down, Pine River-Backus on a loss of 3 to the 46. And for the first time tonight, it appears that the Tigers will have a drive stopped. Irvin Tulenchek's going to come off. Corbin Knapp's going to go in punt formation.
And, you know, that's big for Walker. And good job by Devin Johnson. I mean, he was able to read it right away, blew through the hole, and that's a big stop for him right before the half. And they have a little bit of time to get a score before the half.
Knapp back, 2 punt returners for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley on 4th down and 7. Pine River-Backus taking as much time. Good snap. Knapp with a high end over and kick. Logan Watts back pedals, takes it at the 13, middle of the field, right side hash mark to the sideline numbers, to the 20, and he's going to slide down. Tried to stop and put on the brakes, and feet came out from underneath him. He's up to the 24-yard line, so the first stop for the WHA defense. And now with 2:32 to go here in the first half, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will have it 1st and 10 at their own 24, which is actually their worst starting field position. They have 1 timeout, and they trail. The Tigers are up 20-0. Receivers the other side, coming out to the near side. I don't have a number match on the roster. Here's Pfeiffer. He fakes the handoff. He's looking to run himself. He's going to run right in to Eli Abraham. And it's going to be a gain of 1. And now with 2:24 to go, Pine River-Backus is going to take the timeout. Coach Tom DeMar is potentially thinking that he could get another chance with the ball here in the first half. 2:24 to go, second quarter. It's Pine River-Backus 20, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing. Another quick break. We're back with more right after this. This is high school football on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
On groceries. Pequot Lakes Super Value, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Good luck, area teams.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The internet, Wide stocks thousands of appliance parts at reasonable prices, and they will help you diagnose a problem so you get the right part. Or check out one of their completely reconditioned and warranted pre-owned appliances. For major appliances without the major price, plus parts and services, see Wides across from Lakes Printing on Oak Street, Brainerd. Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
Devin Kruger and Noah Caruso back with you as the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves have it 2nd down and 9 from the 25-yard line. Here's Logan Watts on the right side on a little counter play misdirection, and not much there. Watts across the 25, and Coach Tom DeMar is going to take another timeout. That'll be the Tigers' final timeout here for the first half. 2:14 to go here in the first half, as Logan Watts credited for a gain of 2, 14 carries for the senior back, 38 yards. He has a long of 11 in the first half. Going to be 3rd down for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. PRB 20-point lead. They take the timeouts. They are out of timeouts now, at least by my tally here, for the first half. So you get this stop, you can get that ball back with maybe just over a minute to go, and we've seen the big playability. Coach DeMar is wanting to first game of the year especially, maybe another chance to work things out. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley could have, this could be an important first down conversion for them.
And that's just it. I mean, when this state in the game, I know there's still a whole half to play, but you got to get some momentum as you get into the second half. And, with Coach DeMar's calling the timeouts, I mean, if you're PRB, you got to be hyped up. It's, because you got to think, he has the confidence that we're going to make the stop, and he has the confidence that even without timeouts that we can go and, push the ball down the field quick. But this is, this is a big drive. I mean, the last few drives are big for Walker. Let's see if they can keep this drive going and get something of momentum before half.
So after the timeout, 3rd down and 7. Pfeiffer under center, offset eye behind him, 2 receivers. He's back to pass. He's under a little duress. He spins to the left side. He's going to throw it downfield, and this one's going to be incomplete on the sideline. A diving attempt by Blake Watson. Good coverage. Tigers wanted a hold. No flags, but it is incomplete, and that is the first pass attempt tonight for the senior quarterback, Eli Pfeiffer. 2 other times the Wolves wanted to pass, and he was sacked. And on 4th down, let's see what Coach Aaron Pfeiffer decides to do. It looks like they will go punt formation. Now, Eli Pfeiffer is lined up as the blocker in front of the punter, Alex Daigle. And that incomplete pass also stops the clock, which favors the Tigers. 2:09 on the clock. Ethan Lodge back to receive the punt. Here's the snap, a little high. Daigle gets it. Here's a high spiraling kick. It's going to hit at the Pine River-Backus 42-yard line. Sidewinding spin. Ethan Lodge going to watch it. It's going to come to a stop at the 43-yard line. So the Wolves end up punting. And that drive that started with 2:32 on the clock with 2 timeouts and an incomplete pass. Pine River-Backus out of timeouts, but they have 1:58 to work with. And they will start 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line, leading at 20-0 here in tonight's opener.
And that, you couldn't have drew that out better if you're PRB. Use your timeouts, and then they throw it. You bring, good coverage downfield and to stop the clock. And with the big playability as we've seen, I mean, 1:58, that is so much time in football for them to get down and, really, potentially early, just really make that statement, that huge statement that, hey, you're going to have to work to get back into this game with us.
So Pine River-Backus, and now we're going to have a flag as Corbin Knapp came out of the huddle late, and it was there was too many men in the huddle. That'll be so 12 men in the huddle will be the first penalty on the Tigers here in the first half. I think that's one thing both coaches can certainly be happy with, although the Tigers thought there should have been a penalty on that last offensive play for the Wolves, but this one will cost the Tigers 5 yards. They'll send it back to the 39-yard line. 1st and 15 now. Tigers going left to right. 1:58 to go here in the second quarter. Tulenchek in the shotgun, 4 wide, takes a snap, looks left, throws, looking down the middle, looking for Lodge, and it is off the helmet of the defender. Peyton Yates was trailing Lodge. And one thing we've seen from Irvin Tulenchek, as good as he's been, as good as the stats show, he has had a few, even the completions, they've been a bit underthrown, as this was the case as Lodge had a step behind Yates as they tried to burn the Wolves.
And, Tulenchek's had a great game up to this point, but, leads them a little bit more. I mean, that's an easy touchdown, for them, but, can't let that falter. I mean, Tulenchek's been playing well today.
Second down and 15 from the 39. 3 receivers left. Ryan Struess, lone receiver, right side. Tulenchek in the shotgun, takes a snap, looks left. He's going to roll left. He pump fakes. He pumps again. He's in some trouble. He's going to have to tuck it and run. Far side numbers, 40, 45, and he's run out of bounds on the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley sideline. There is a flag down in the backfield. And usually when the quarterback stands and then scrambles, this a lot of times is a hold. They have him out of bounds at the 47-yard line. But it indeed is going to be a hold, and another penalty for the Tigers will negate things, and they're going to, looks like they'll mark this off. If they mark it off from the line of scrimmage or from the 40, the flag is at the 40, so let's see what they do with this from the official side. 1:44 on the clock, because if they mark it from the 40, then, and they did, so officially that's a gain of a yard on the run for Tulenchek. But then the holding penalty sends it back to the 30-yard line. And for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, it is now second down and it's not longer than 19. 24. Second and 24 for the PRB Tigers. Tulenchek in the shotgun. 1:44 on the clock, second quarter, 20-0. Here's Tulenchek, and here's a designed quarterback run. Not much. Pretty good recognition, and then quickly catching up from behind and making the stop was Gavin Olschlager. He's a sophomore, and the Tigers maybe go back into a little conservative mode. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 1 timeout left. The gain to the 34-yard line, so it's a pickup of 4 for Irvin Tulenchek. That makes it third down and 20. 1:12 to go. Tigers not in any hurry now. Wanted to maybe put that dagger in a little bit here in the first half of the 20-0 advantage. Tulenchek still going to go in the shotgun. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley does not have a deep safety. And there's a hard snap count, and 4 Wolves, actually all 3 out of the 4 linemen jumped across. Once again, the officials had a little bit of trouble getting the flags out of the pockets, as that'll be an offsides penalty on the Wolves. That'll make things a tad easier for the Tigers, perhaps.
Oh, absolutely. And, it's – I don't want to say it was a good thing for that penalty, but, they were obviously going for the hard count. But, man, if he snaps that and that's a pass play, no deep safety, I mean, someone's going to be gone.
Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, again, does not have a deep safety. One of the corners is the farthest guy off the line of scrimmage. It is third down. And a short 15 now. Tulenchek in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He drops it. He's looking right. He's going to throw it up. He wants Struess on the near side. Little hand gesturing, and here comes the flag. This will be pass interference on Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Struess turned around, and you cannot face guard. Eli Pfeiffer never turned around to look for the ball, and there was just enough contact that the back judge threw the flag. That is going to be a penalty. And it's going to be a first down for Pine River-Backus via the Wolves penalty. And now new life for the Tigers to try to extend the lead. They lead at 20-0. And now with 49 seconds to go and no timeouts, that 15-yard penalty is going to put the Tigers at the Wolves' 44-yard line, make that the 46-yard line. And they have a fresh set of downs. Sure, Coach Pfeiffer not real happy about that. And again, no, it was actually a little bit of a underthrow by Irvin Tulenchek, but it worked out to the Tigers' benefit.
Well, and on a play like that, you can see Struess is just trying to get that one-on-one matchup, and he had it and underthrown, but like you said, worked out the way they wanted it to.
And now Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will take their last timeout here of the first half. So both teams utilize all their timeouts. 49 seconds to go here in the second quarter. It is Pine River-Backus 20 and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing. We'll break. We'll have got more footballs. We head towards halftime opening night on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Devin Kruger, Noah Caruso with you. Opening night 2022 high school football. 3 games on our broadcast airwaves tonight. Tomorrow we've got 2 more. Pillager at Hawley with a 5:30 pregame on Cash 95.9. We've got Cook County at McGregor on KKN AM The Gobbler 930 FM 103.1. Right now 20-0 here on KFGI. Crosby. First down and 10 from the Wolves' 46-yard line for Pine River-Backus. Up 20-0. Tulinchik looking to pass. He's got a little time, and he's going to throw it deep right side. He's looking for Lodge near sideline. Makes the catch. And Ethan Lodge falling out of bounds. Tulinchik led him on the sideline. He makes the grab at the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 16-yard line. I was actually waiting to see a flag in the backfield. I thought there might have been a hold. No call. And they're going to mark it at the 15-yard line. First down and 10. Tigers looking to strike again with 42 seconds to go in the first half.
And that is a fantastic adjustment, by Lodge. And you could see he was running that wheel route, was able to break free, underthrown. But, gosh, his receivers are showing up for him today.
31 yards on the completion. First and 10, Tigers. In the shotgun, Tulinchik. 3 receivers left, 1 right. He's rolling left. He's looking for a block. He's rolling. He's looking to throw. He throws off balance. Front corner end zone. Diving in. Did he make the catch? No signal yet. Yes, touchdown. Second of the night for Ethan Rugroden. Third of the night for Irvin Tulinchik. 35 seconds to go before half, and Pine River-Backus extends the lead to 26-0.
And that's actually a really good throw by Tulinchik, because when things get a little congested, when you're rolling out and, there's a lot of bodies in that end zone, he threw it right where only Rugroden could get it, right kind of in that breadbasket, throwing it low, and he, had to reach out. That's a great throw and a great adjustment by the wide receiver. And that's, great clock management by PRB. And, now they have a chance to really just kind of, don't want to say slam the door, but they are really, planting their flag right now.
2-point conversion attempt coming for the Tigers. Coach Tom DeMars took those timeouts when Walker-Hackensack-Akeley had the ball last. And it looks like that was a decision that panned out very well for the Tigers. Power I formation. Irvin Tulinchik, handoff. Ethan Lodge, right side, breaking it outside. He's got the lane. He is in. 2-point conversion is successful. For close to half, we'll keep it here. So the Tigers are 2 for 4 on the 2-point conversions. Tigers have had 5 offensive drives. They have scored touchdowns on 4 of them. 28-0 Pine River-Backus. 6-0 after the first quarter, 3 second quarter touchdowns, and we talked about the big plays. You had just mentioned how the receivers are coming through for Irvin Tulinchik. He's putting them in spots. He's counting on them to make the plays, and in game 1, they're making them. Officials, I think, have had to, they're in first game mode too. I think, a couple of those catches were kind of tough for an official to really see, but at the same time, we're a lot farther away, and a couple of great catches on that drive for the PRB Tigers receiving corps.
And it's just everyone contributing right now. Rugroden on that last touchdown. Lodge, who has been just great on the ground and in the, in the air in that big play, catch by the sideline. They just have so many shifty receivers that can, cut on routes really fast, and and things to work on for Tulinchik. Once he starts to kind of really get that arm strength and really just lead his receivers, these are breakaway touchdowns easily.
Chance Abraham will kick it off. Only 34.9 officially on the scoreboard. No timeouts left for either team. We'll see if we get any score updates. Check the Twitter sphere, and here's a spinner onside kick picked up, and there is a big hit coming in. Trey Toot, he was able to scoop it up clean. He scooped it up on his feet and took a hit, but Walker-Hackensack-Akeley has it first and 10 at their own 46-yard line. No timeouts, 32 seconds to go, but Now all of a sudden, really good field position for the Wolves to maybe try to heave something downfield. From the 46, Pfeiffer's under center. High formation behind him. He's going to delay handoff. Watts, big hole left side, inside the 45, cuts outside the numbers 40 to the 35 and shoved out of bounds. And just like that, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley gives themselves a chance to make a heave or two. 26 seconds to go. They're going to mark Watts out at the 37-yard line of Pine River-Backus. 17 yards, biggest run of the night, biggest play of the game. 55 yards now on 15 carries for Logan Watts. 1st and 10 at the PRB 37. I formation again for the senior QB, Eli Pfeiffer. 0 for 1 passing. He's back to pass. He looks left. He pumps. He rolls to the left. He's in trouble. He's hit. Down he goes, and the clock will wind. He needed to get rid of that, at least throw it out of bounds or something. Corbin Knapp was bearing in on him, as was Eli Abraham. And Pfeiffer just flat out waited too long for that to develop. Clock winding down, final 6 seconds. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley back at the 42. It's a sack of 5, and they are not going to get the play even off. We're going to go to the half. A costly sack taken by Eli Pfeiffer after the Wolves got a shred of momentum to try to put something on the board heading into halftime. It's time for the break, as it is the opening night of high school football here for our area in 2022, at least for our broadcast. Brainerd, of course, played last week. We'll check the scoreboard. We anticipate Tim Tunkseth, the activities director, to visit with us, and we'll recap the first half. Pine River-Backus 28, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing. Halftime report begins after this on KFGI Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Most trusted name in used appliances. And why? The sale isn't in when you walk out the door. They have factory-trained technicians and in-home or in-shop service to serve you better. Give them a call at 829-5292. The name to remember in used appliances is Wise.
Devin Kruger and Noah Caruso back with you. Halftime here in Pine River. Pine River-Backus with a big lead, 28-0 over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, opening up the 2022 season. Last year, the Tigers won this matchup 44-0, so you have kind of a similar situation. Wasn't right out of the gate, but Pine River-Backus with 4 pretty impressive touchdowns and or touchdown drives, and they've got a nice lead here at halftime.
And, the way they've just been so methodical. I mean, yeah, they're getting the big plays, but, it's with 5 drives, milking out that clock. I mean, they've done a good job at, power running. And, despite some of the underthrows, I mean, the receivers have been on their A game today, adjusting the balls, making big plays. And, this Pine River team that has a lot of high hopes for this year with some of the big-time experience and, big-time players that they have, they're executing on every level. And this is, and if you're Coach DeMars, I mean, I'm sure that as a coach, I'm sure there's some things that you want to critique at halftime. But, I mean, you have to be pretty happy with that first half for PRB.
And I think, the other thing that PRB certainly can be happy with is the defensive effort. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, they've had a couple plays here and there, but certainly nothing sustained. Defensive line has been getting some pressure. They've had a couple of sacks. I think when you take a look at the defensive side of the ball, knowing that Logan Watts was kind of, maybe that key figure of coming in. He's had a lot of carries. He's gotten some yards. Certainly hasn't broken loose. I think both sides of the ball. I think Coach DeMars has to be pretty dang happy.
Oh, absolutely. And with Walker-Hackensack-Akeley for Watts, I mean, he's a shifty receiver. He's got that speed, but Pine River-Backus, that front seven is just playing so well right now, shooting to gaps well. They're really creating that first pressure. Engaging at the line of scrimmage, which is so important, with the war in the trenches, breaking through the offensive line. And, there's really good communication between what gaps to fill for the linebackers, what holes to fill to take away those running lanes. And, they've gotten a few plays here and there, as you've mentioned, but they've done a fantastic job of, tidying things up after a big play.
The other thing is, not only did the Tigers get that partial dagger touchdown near the end of the first half, they're also going to get the ball to start the second half, and that can be such a huge advantage, especially if they can take that opening possession, go down and score. Then it really changes everything. If 4 scores is hard enough, if they take that first drive and go up 5 scores, then things get almost one of those near impossible type comeback scenarios for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Wolves started with the ball. They got a first down. Then Irvin Tulenchek, big play, third down, strip sack. Chance Abraham picked up the loose ball. PRB, that got him rolling. They scored touchdowns on 4 of their 5 first-half drives. 3 touchdown passes for Irvin Tulenchek. We'll dig a little deeper into the stats, but they've looked really good. They have a 28-0 advantage at the half. We're going to take a timeout, and Activities Director Tim Tungseth is going to join us when we come back. PRB up 28-rip on Walker-Hackensack-Akeley opening night football on Skeeter 115 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
Hanneken Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hanneken Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hanneken Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hanneken Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannekenInsurance.com. Let Hanneken Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
71 in Pine River is your local owned stop to restock on food, fuel, and bait. Right on Highway 371, Station 371 is stocked with bait, tackle, and snacks for your fishing or hunting excursions, quality Cenex gasoline, and off-road diesel, plus premium for boats, small engines, and classic cars. Keeping your car shining bright with their car wash. Don't forget your fishing and hunting license, Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Back with you. It is halftime with the Pine River-Backus Tigers leading at 28-0 over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. And joining us for a couple of minutes, Activities Director Tim Tungseth for Pine River-Backus. This is year 3 for you now here, isn't it, Tim?
Yep, it is year 3. It's kind of hard to believe.
Are you in your groove now? Because you started with the COVID year of 2020. I can't imagine what that was like for ADs. Last year was closer to normal. Has it had a feeling of like, all right, it's at least let's go get into a groove this year?
I would say it was a couple weeks ago where it really felt like a little bit of a comfort level. Coming back into this year, it was just things feel more normal, and really looking forward to just a real positive year. I think we can kick it off with a real strong fall here, and just want to really continue to just have a great experience here at PRB.
We started off with some volleyball last week. Of course, we now have the great partnership with your live event with the schools, and we're thrilled to be doing that with you. But I want to focus. I want to have some fun with one question. What is the toughest thing about starting a new year as activities director?
The toughest thing I think is, dealing with just some of the staffing shortages that we have in certain areas, just, dealing with sometimes of how we're going to get to places with, we're always looking for more bus drivers. Up until a couple days ago, I was looking for a second cross-country coach too. So, but it's some of those things are, I think, are challenges. But overall, it's just a lot of excitement to, get things going, and looking forward to an excellent year here.
I think that's it. Is we talk about with coaches all the time, but I think when you're in small schools, everybody's excited. We got a great crowd. I mean, school hasn't even started. You got a full student section. We saw it at volleyball last week. When you're in a small town community school like this, there's a difference. And I think you've been in a couple of bigger schools. You've been in some smaller schools. How much fun is it to see the crowd come out on opening night football like this?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Just watching the ticket booth as we were getting going today, just seeing so many people coming out to the game. And I guess that's something I've really noticed in my few years here at PRB is just we have great support from our community, and just outstanding support for our programs here at PRB.
Tim Tungstead, the activities director, joined us here at the half for just a couple of minutes. Your Tigers got a big lead here at the half. They made some big plays and certainly have gotten the crowd whooping tonight as well.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch, and hopefully we can continue with a strong second half.
We'll look to have Tim and some others on through the year, but great to have you join us. And of course, thanks again for being a part of what we're doing here with the coverage of the Tigers. It's an awful lot of fun, Tim.
Thanks so much, Devin.
Tim Tungstead, activities director, here joining us here at the halftime break. 28-0, Pine River-Backus in front. We'll look at the first half stats when we return on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Shop your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value for quality, service, and freshness. Enjoy delicious daily deli specials around the stone hearth fireplace, convenient on-site pharmacy, and the freshest meats and produce. Save on gas too. Earn 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. Pequot Lakes Super Value, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Good luck, area teams.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Guide Point Pharmacy, we feel that our job has just begun. Hi, Matt Larson here from your locally owned Guide Point Pharmacies in downtown Brainerd and Crosby. Our staff of pharmacists are here to expertly counsel you about your medications today and to answer any questions that you may have tomorrow. The more informed you are about your medications, the better your health will be. Stop in and we promise you'll see the difference. Guide Point Pharmacy, building better health together.
28-0, Pine River-Backus in front. A couple other halftime scores. They didn't quite get to the Twitter sphere with a chance to talk to Tim here tonight, opening night football. That was a lot of fun. But on our other stations that we have football on at halftime, Pequot Lakes leading East Grand Forks 21-3. And after a scoreless first quarter, the Gobblers of Aiken have put a couple of touchdowns on the board on KKI and FM 94.3 and yourliveevent.com. The Gobblers are leading at Crosby Ironton in the stump game, and that is 16-0. Looking at the stats here for the first half of 2022 here in Pine River, the Tigers' domination is kind of in the forefront. For Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, only 53 yards of offense in the first half. They ran 25 plays. On the rushing game, all 53 yards. And Eli Pfeiffer, senior quarterback, he's been sacked twice. He is 0 for 1 passing. In the rushing department, senior Logan Watts, again, we know he's kind of the key piece. 15 rushes, 55 yards for Watts in the first half. Joe Haid had PRB sacks. From the Pine River-Backus standpoint, The first half total yards, I have them 130. 77 on the ground. Ethan Lodge, 9 carries, 63 yards, including a 5-yard score. Brady Rule, 2 carries for 11 yards. Irvin Tulenchek, 5 carries for a yard. He has been sacked once. Chance Abraham, 1 carry for 2 yards. Corbin Knapp, 1 carry for 0 yards. In the passing game, big plays. 5 completions for Irvin Tulenchek on 7 attempts. And the shortest completion was for 15 yards. He's 5 of 7, 153 yards, 3 touchdowns. Touchdown passes to Ryan Struess and 2 to Ethan Rugroden. Rugroden, 2 catches, 42 yards, 2 touchdowns. Struess, 2 catches, 81 yards and a score. Ethan Lodge with a catch as well for 31 yards. As that is a look at the first half stats here as Pine River-Backus leads 28-0. They will have the ball first to start the second half as it is a 28-0 advantage here in Pine River. As we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will get you ready for the second half and the football debut for one young Noah Caruso. We'll be back to Pine River after this on Skeeter 1015 and yourliveevent.com.
Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
RID.
We welcome you back to Pine River, getting ready to start the second half. As I'm watching the Your Live event, and it looks like they are attempting to get the camera back on, and it is. And as we get set for the third quarter, young guy that's going to did some spring sports for us, his first football game. And hey, it's week 1. He's going to get 2 chances to get his feet wet. And next week, I think he's running solo right here in Pine River for PRP and Bagley. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Caruso.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in on Skeeter 101.5. Noah Caruso joining you Friday Night Lights. The Pine River-Backus Tigers, a dominant first half, 28-0 over the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. And as we get ready to get this second half started, Pine River-Backus, after getting a late touchdown to end the second half, or excuse me, the first half, will receive to start the second.
Looks like it's Devin Johnson that's going to do the kicking for the Wolves. First time he's had a kickoff tonight.
Looks like we have 3 Tigers set to return it. One of them is Ethan Lodge, who has a touchdown in this game. As Johnson's looking ready to get the ball going, and it's up in the air. Good high kick, and under is going to be Lodge, and he's going to return it to the left side. Gets a block, cuts upfield, and then on to the right side. He's got a blocker, and he's down the field, and what a way to start the second half. Ethan Lodge, touchdown on the kickoff return to start the second half. And we talked about it right before the half, and Pine River-Backus wanting to, really just slam the door shut. Ethan Lodge turned it just before the 10-yard line. 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for Ethan Lodge. That is his second touchdown of the game, his first on special teams.
Hey, welcome to Play-by-Play, Noah.
Right. I must be the good luck charm, right?
Wow. Your very first football call, a 95-yard kickoff return. Lodge is going to get a well-deserved break on the sideline.
Absolutely. He's been the X factor for this PRB team today as they are going for the 2-point conversion, and coming in, late substitution is Dalton Myers, the offensive lineman. Late substitution.
Oh, they're going to try to
kick
it.
Yeah, they're going to try an extra point here. Tempting the extra point.
Chance Abraham.
We know what he can do on the run game. Good snap, Abraham, and that's going to be blocked. But nonetheless, an explosive way to start the second half. 34-0. Pine River-Backus after the 95-yard kickoff return touchdown for Ethan Lodge. We'll be back in just a moment. Friday Night Lights on Skeeter 101.5 and RJBroadcasting.com, or excuse me, yourliveevent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Hanneken Insurance Agency.
Unfamiliar. That was a nickel. Now, how about this one? That one's a dime. Sound innocent enough? But what if these were nickels and dimes you spent on checking account services over the years? At Dewar Bank, we'll never nickel and dime you with never-ending fees to access your money. We offer free business checking, remote deposit, and online banking. Stop in and see us today. Dewar Bank, member FDIC, and the business bank with all the answers.
And welcome back, everyone. Friday Night Lights, Pine River-Backus on top 34-0. Ethan Lodge with a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. As Pine River started the ball, but they wasted no time as the kickoff here is underway. A line drive kick that is going to be picked up, bobbled though. But running to the right and returning that ball. Returning that ball was Timothy Orton. Or excuse me, Cooper Proval returning that ball there. Ball will start at the 29-yard line of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, 1st and 10. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Some good plays in that first half, but couldn't quite finish drives as the PRB defense playing very well in that front seven. And Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will their first offensive possession in the second half here.
34-0 now, Pine River-Backus.
34-0. 11:37 left to go, and here's the toss to Watts. Watts is going to bounce to the left, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Swallowed up there. Looks like there might have been Chance Abraham on the tackle there. He has been all over the place defensively, jumping into the gaps, and that is going to be about a loss of 1 for the Wolves.
Great push on the edge that time by Ryan Struess. A lot of times with defensive linemen, when you're on the edges, sometimes it's not all about the tackle. It's about, making sure that the running back doesn't get outside. Struess had a little bit of both.
Now, I formation as Pfeiffer's under center, fakes the toss. He's going to give it to Head, and he is going to get a nice hole here, except he's going to get stuffed right away. Seemed he had a little bit of an opening. That was Proval who was the ball carrier here. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley starting to get some rotation in the backfield. Looks like that is about a gain of 4. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 33-yard line. 34-0. Pine River-Backus on top.
Give Brovold 5, his very first carry as a sophomore back.
3rd down and 7. First 3rd down of the second half for the Wolves. I formation now is Pfeiffer under center. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to roll to his left. Doesn't see anything. Rolling now to his right. And is just going to throw it to the ground. Incomplete. And it'll be 4th down. Applying the pressure for PRB. As we have a player down here, that is going to be
that's
Watts.
Our fullback, Joseph Haid.
Joseph Haid, excuse me. Joseph Haid is down. Couldn't quite see what happened on the collision there. We're going to take an injury timeout here.
That was the first time that Pfeiffer tonight actually had some time to look downfield, and he started left and went right. But credit to the Tigers' defensive backfield. They did a nice job of keeping their coverage, even when things kind of got broken and Pfeiffer was rolling to his right. He had nothing. Finally, Connor King was starting to bear down on him, and he had no choice but to throw it away. But that was by far the longest time that we've seen Pfeiffer. He hasn't had many pass attempts tonight. That was by far the most amount of time he's had to actually look downfield, and still nothing going for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Right now, bigger concerns as their starting fullback, junior Joe Haid, injured on the play, and he's going to walk very gingerly to the far sideline as it's now 4th down for the Wolves.
We have 4th down now, 4th and 7 coming up. Pine River-Backus opened the second half with a bang. A 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. It is 34-0. Tigers lead in this one. 4th and 7 for the Wolves, and they are going to punt to start on their first offensive drive of the second half.
Well, we think so. Alex Daigle was the punter, but if you're down 34-0, Coach Pfeiffer might just say to heck with it, let's go for it and see what we can do. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. Either that or maybe they forgot with the injury that it was 4th down, because there was a lot of confusion, and now everybody's standing out there, and now here comes Alex Daigle, the punter, finally running out on the field, but the Wolves are going to have to burn a timeout here on a 4th and 7.
Their timeout by the Wolves. That is their first of the second half. We are going to take a quick break. Pine River-Backus 34-0 on top of the Wolves. 10-10 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and rjbroadcasting.com and your live event.
In the heart of Cuyuna country sits the city of Crosby, a central Minnesota jewel, offering endless opportunities from an energized downtown with local shops and restaurants to a first-class fitness center and pool at the Hallett Community Center. Visit the Lakeside Park and Playground and utilize the Jesse F. Hallett Library. Experience world-class mountain biking. Crosby supports Ranger High School sports throughout the 2022-23 season. For more information, visit cityofcrosby.com.
And welcome back to the action, everyone. 4th and 7 for the Wolves. 34-0 Pine River-Backus on top in this.
You want something that's not going to make a coach very happy, even if it's the first game of the season. 4th down and 7. Your punter is the one that was not out on the field, forcing you to burn a timeout early in the third quarter.
Seems to have been that kind of game. A lot of miscommunication as the punt is up and away. High ball in the air. Lodge is going to let it bounce. He's going to take a dangerous pickup and a hard hit and tackled. Maybe right at the 30-yard line. Tackle was made by Fisher Smith. Good coverage by the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley punt team. And the ball will be spotted at it looks like the 34-yard line, for the Tigers, as they will get the offense will see the ball for the first time in the second half here. They received the opening kickoff, took it to the house, and we get to see this explosive Tiger offense go to work here in the second half.
Yeah, probably even with a 34-0 lead, not the wisest decision by Ethan Lodge. I think he felt that was going to give him a nice high hop, and it didn't. And then he, of course, paid another price with Fisher Smith coming in and putting a pretty good lick on him. But the Tigers have the ball with the big lead here, and first time the offense is on the field.
Ball to the 34-yard line, power I. Tulinchik's going to hand it off to Lodge to the left side, gets a hole, and bursts through. Looks like for about a gain of 6, maybe 7. Ball will be spotted at the 43-yard line.
No, 41.
41, excuse me. The 41-yard line, but gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 3, gain of 7. So it'll be 2nd down and 3, as we've seen PRB all day.
Peyton Yates tripped up Lodge, and he just about slipped that tackle clean. If he did, he had the chance to be off to the races again.
Power I now, as there's one wide receiver to the left. Millham, the one in the left, and they're just going to hand it off to Lodge. But this time, the Wolves swarm the pack on top of it there. Devin Johnson seemed to be the first one there, and that is going to be a loss of about 3. It'll be 3rd down now. The Wolves defense, despite being down big, they don't seem to have any quitting them right now.
Well, you can't the first game of the year, no matter what the scoreboard is, and I'm sure that's something that Coach Pfeiffer, as in his 11th year, told him. It's like, look, this second half, it doesn't matter. We have to execute. You have to find the things to build on with a long season ahead. That was a great defensive play with Devin Johnson and also Gavin Olschlager.
3rd and 8 now. And see the bad snap. And the ball's on the ground, and it seems that the Wolves may have fell on it.
Well, Ethan Lodge somehow came out of there. The whistle blew, and I did not see a signal. of whether it's Wolves ball. I think it is. The officials are talking.
PRB has recovered it.
Wow,
there was that lodge. Yeah, the bad snap there. Just Tulinchik just dropped it, it seemed. But they were able to fall back on it, which is good that they got it, because that would have set Walker pretty well with good field position on the turnover. But instead, it'll be 4th and 8, and it looks like the Tigers are going to punt.
That ball was right under a white jersey. I'm really wondering how in the world the Wolves didn't recover that.
Back to return for the Wolves here. As Logan Watts, it's going to be a high kick, and then that's going to be bobbled, but picking it up, and then he's going to go to the left side, cuts it back in, and that's going to be stopped there.
Leighton Pinsky on the return.
Pinsky on the return.
And Corbin Knapp shaking his left hand. He's going to come out, I think. A little stinger or something. Corbin Knapp came up and is kind of waving his left wrist around, so that's a big piece of this PRB club that's going to have to sit for a bit, but they do have the big lead.
And if you're PRB still, even with the big lead, you don't want to lose key players, especially in week 1, as the Wolves will be on offense for the second time in this half so far.
Only the second punt tonight for the Tigers.
Very efficient has been the Tigers, and they're back on defense as Pfeiffer is going to quick head off to Hade, and bulldozes up the middle for a gain of about 3, maybe 4. And it's going to be second down.
That was Watts on the carry, because Hade went off injured, and I was going to say that's fantastic for Wolves fans, but that was Watts, and I have not seen Hade out there for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, gain of 3. 57 yards on 17 carries for Watts tonight.
Second down and 7, as it's going to be direct keeper as Pfeiffer. Not much, but looks like maybe a gain of 1. Austin McGrow with the tackle for PRB. That's going to be placed right at the 45-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Again, for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, you want to pick up a first down. Get a couple of first downs. Get a drive. Get a threat with this offense, as they've had just very little in terms of really bright spots on offense so far tonight.
3rd and 6 now for the Wolves. As Pfeiffer is going to pitch it out to Watts, and he's going to go left, and that's going to be a first down. He was able to bounce outside, even run over a player, and that's going to be a first down for the Wolves. There's that big first down you were talking about, Devin.
Well, and that was a great play call and a good, very well executed, as they faked the handoff to the fullback. The fullback right now with Hade out is that Cooper Brovold, and it was a great fake, as it looked like Pfeiffer was going to put it right in the belly of Brovold, pulled it out late as the defensive end crashed down, and then Watts, that's what gave Watts the room on the outside for a nice 11-yard pickup and a move and a first down.
1st and 10 on the 44-yard line, and so there's going to be a whistle. Pre-snap whistle could be a false start.
Now, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, 3 penalties for 25 yards in the first half, and they had just 4 first downs. This will be the first flag we've seen here in the second half. The Tigers were penalized twice for 15 yards in the first half.
You know, I was thinking, Devin, earlier in that first half, we were talking about, there hasn't been that many penalties. Then on that PRB drive, we saw 3.
See what happens.
It's the commentary thing, you know.
Yeah, it's an announcer jinx thing.
But the false start 5-yard penalties will be 1st and 15 from the 49-yard line, as it'll be I formation now as Pfeiffer. He's going to hand it off to Watts, and stuffed right away. Not much there, maybe a gain of about 3. That is Ryan Struess with the tackle.
Watts did a great job twisting his way to get some room downfield, but do we have a flag? It looks like there was a bit of a stoppage for something, and they're calling for the trainer, and they need somebody on the, it's a stoppage so the trainer can get from the near side of the field to the far side of the field. So that's where we had a little delay, as second down now for the Wolves.
2nd down and 12 on the 46-yard line. 6:42 left in the 3rd quarter. Pine River-Backus on top, big 34-0. PRB last year won big in this matchup, in this big rivalry game. Looking to do the same here, and here is the I formation on 2nd down as Pfeiffer dropping. Excuse me, that's going to be a draw play to Watts. It's been one of their key plays today and gets positive yardage. He's going to be stuffed there. It looks like it's about to be a gain of 4, maybe 5. Will be third and 7 for the Wolves.
You know, Eli Abraham was in a safety spot, and as Watts kind of got through to the second level, he did a wonderful job of recognizing it. And sometimes with defensive backs, they'll come in and try to wait for the running back to make a move. Abraham went right into him and drove him back. It was a great tackle by Eli Abraham.
Third and 7 as the ball is going to be snapped and dropped by Pfeiffer. And see who has it on the bottom of the pile there. Seeing that Pfeiffer just dropped the snap. And it's going to be recovered by the Wolves, so it'll be 4th down for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
Only 1 turnover so far. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley is going to take a timeout here on 4th down. That is the second timeout that they have spent now already in the second half.
And we will take a break as Walker-Hackensack-Akeley with the timeout. 34-0. Pine River-Backus on top. 5:36 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
And we are back. 34-0. Pine River-Backus on top in this one. 4th down and 7 for the Wolves. Decision time here for Coach Pfeiffer.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, as they need to do something, try and get, salvage something to get back into this game potentially.
Well, and I think, again, you're working on certain things down big that you want to be able to do when it really counts for your games. A loss because of a bobbled snap. It's 4th and a long 8. Might as well go for it.
4th and 8, and here's going to be the toss to Watts. It's going to be a fake play, and he's going to toss it. It's going to be caught, but it's going to be short of the line to gain, so it'll be a turnover on downs for the Wolves, and the Tigers will take over on the 42-yard line.
It was complete to Daigle. That is actually the first completed pass tonight for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley with the halfback pass, Watts to Daigle, but it falls a couple yards shy, and the Tigers take over. That's the second time that the Wolves have turned it over on downs tonight.
And we talked about it in the pregame, kind of seeing what kind of trickery they could do, and, sometimes you got to pull some plays out of the bag of tricks. It'll be 1st down and 10. For the Tigers, already on top, 34-0. 5:31 left to go in the third quarter. Ball on the 37-yard line. Power I formation, lone wide receiver. On the right side is Milham. As Tulinchik is going to take the snap, he's going to hand it off to Lodge, and Lodge has a big hole to gain. Big blocking downfield on the right side, and Lodge gained to the front, and he's down to the 40. And he's going to be tackled as Lodge needs a second. He seems to be a little roughened up on the play. This would be a big loss for PRB. Big time injury for Ethan Lodge, who's had one heck of a game here. 1st down for the Tigers.
You hope it's just a cramp, and the way they started working on his leg, it looks that way. That's certainly what you hope on a night like this, that it's just a cramp for Ethan Lodge.
They seem to be working on him. He waved off to help. It looks like he may just needed a second. We hope for the best for him, but it'll be 1st down and 10. On the 4, looks like the ball they're going to take a timeout here for the injury.
Yeah, a little too close. I thought, actually, Pine River-Backus thought they were going to take a timeout, but I was wondering if it was a little too close to the sideline, but they're going to whistle play on. That was a gain of 22, his longest run of the night, 87 yards and a score for Lodge as running back.
Power I formation, one wide receiver out to the left is Milham. Tulinchik takes the snap. It's going to be a direct handoff up the middle, and that is going to be Abraham with the positive yardage there up the middle, and it's going to be gain of about 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Abraham.
That's only his 2nd carry tonight.
And it seems with Abraham on the defensive side, he has been all over the place today. Even laying down some big blocks here, and he's get some good yardage there. It is 2nd down and 3, ball on the 34-yard line. 34-0. Pine River-Backus on top. 4:48 left to go in the third quarter. Power I formation, Tulinchik under center. Tulinchik's going to take the snap. It's going to be a direct handoff up the middle, but he's going to be stuffed running that ball.
That was Corbin Knapp.
Corbin Knapp.
He had to have a jersey change, and that messed me up, too. He went from 52 to 44 tonight. He had to change his jersey in the first half, and his second carry tonight, this time he at least gains a yard. It's going to be 3rd and short.
3rd and short, 3rd and 3. Ball on the 33-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Whole lot of threes.
Threes across the board.
Threes across the board.
Although, technically, it's 3rd and 2. I'm nitpicky sometimes, folks.
Neither here nor there, but power I formation on 3rd down. And looks like trying to get him jump off sides, and looks like they may have got him. We'll see what the flag is for. Tulinchik, that's the second time he got him to bite on the hard snap. And it is going to be offsides on the Wolves, so it'll be 1st down and 10. You'll take it how you can get it.
It's only the second 1st down of this quarter. Of course, it helps when you have a 95-yard kickoff return. But now down to the 28-yard line, and the Tigers starting to mount a threat again.
Pine River-Backus sticking with that power I formation. Ball on the 28-yard line. They're going to give it to, hand it off to Rule, and Rule's going to get a nice gain here on the left side. Rule looks to get about a gain of 7-8 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Tigers, who are moving the ball down the field again.
Brady Rule, junior running back, only his 3rd carry, but it looked like he had a good low center of gravity. He broke off a tackle. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley's had a little trouble with the arm tackles, and Brady Rule showing that he has some capability of running through him as well. Nice gain of 8.
PRB sticking with the power I formation. It has worked for them in this half. 2nd and 2, ball on the 20-yard line. Tulinchik, play action, rolls out to his right. He's going to sling it to the end zone. It is going to be deflected. Intended for Struess, but that ball is going to be deflected incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Nice defensive play in position, Eli Pfeiffer, and he made the play this time to deny the touchdown. As want to give another, right after that nice run by Brady Rule, he picked up a blitz and actually kept 2 Wolves from getting to Tulinchik. They gave him enough time to roll out and at least attempt the pass.
We've seen that big, strong offensive line for PRB go to work today, but that is going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, ball on the 20-yard line. Tigers looking to keep this drive going deep in Walker territory. Power I formation. Tulinchik's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Rule again, and Rule's going to get a nice gain. That's going to be a 1st down and a little bit more. It's on the right side.
With Ethan Lodge coming out with a cramp, I like this play by the Tigers. You're up 34-0. Get this second guy, the second tailback, Brady Rule. Give him some good quality reps. Unfortunately, now another Wolves player is down. Yeah, it's Logan Watts as Rule. They're going to rule him out at the 11-yard line. That really was unintended.
Well, and not to speculate, but it looks like he's stretching out that leg, so we hope that it's just a cramp. Again, on a hot day like this, staying hydrated and staying loose is very important.
It's, and sometimes it's almost, sometimes it really is unavoidable. I mean, it's a hot night. It's got that little bit of a sticky factor. You can pump water into the kids all day, but when you're out there and you're spending so much water out on the field, this can happen easier on nights like this than people sometimes realize, because it's like, don't they, you can always see somebody saying, well, don't they know that it's hot? And it's like, well, of course they do. They take all the proper precautions. Sometimes it's just not, it's unavoidable.
Looks like Watts is going to get up and seems to be okay, which is good for the Wolves. As Watts.
The funny thing is, it's almost like sometimes that, like, we didn't see any of the cramping in the first half, and now again, you're more tired, you're doing more in the second half, but at the same time, it's almost like the rest sometimes seems like it's almost a detriment to the guys.
And absolutely, and even for back in my playing time, it's like you never wanted to come out, and it's all big important to stay loose at halftime, but it is going to be 1st and 10 after the injury timeout. Ball on the 11-yard line. Power I for the Tigers. One wide receiver out left. Tulinchik is going to hand it up to the middle. It's going to be Abraham with the carry, his 3rd carry of the ball game. Looks about to be a short gain of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for PRB.
Josh Lecko, freshman defensive end, made a nice play on that one for the Wolves to keep him to a short gain.
could be seeing some of the younger Walker players. This is a young Walker team, and you know, in a blowout like this, you'll want to see some players get in rotation. Everything could be a learning experience, win or lose.
Yeah, 11 seniors for the Wolves, but not a whole lot of juniors, so definitely some underclassmen being mixed in.
2nd down and 9, ball on the 10. Stulenchik's going to roll out to his left play action. He's going to sling it out right, caught by
Corbin Knapp.
And Corbin Knapp is going to be in for the touchdown, and caught the ball and was able to cut back on the left side, and that is going to be the 4th touchdown pass for Tulenchik in this one, and it is 40-0. Tigers on top in this one.
You know, that was a great play call, and again, you know, for the Wolves, they might be thinking run all the way. Corbin Knapp, he's just a workhorse lineman. He's at the fullback. They reward him with the nice little out route. He was wide open, got to the corner. He had to do a little running to get to that front corner, but he made it. That was spot on by Irvin Tulenchik, his 4th touchdown pass tonight. And now a new player going to get a chance to kick an extra point here. Jackson Gajewski on for the PAT kick.
And now looks like a little bit of confusion here as Pine River-Backus, they had players kind of subbing in and off, so they are going to take the timeout here, their first of the second half. And we are going to take a quick break with that. It is 40-0 PRB on top on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Shopping at Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Shop your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value for quality, service, and freshness. Enjoy delicious daily deli specials around the stone hearth fireplace. Convenient on-site pharmacy and the freshest meats and produce. Save on gas too. Earn 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. Pequot Lakes Super Value, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Good luck, area team.
Also ask about multiple purchase discounts.
40-0. Pine River-Backus on top in this one. The PAT after Irvin Tulenchik just threw his 4th touchdown pass of the game. Corbin Knapp on the receiving end of that one. And here's the PAT attempt as it looks like Knapp's going to take it. And that kick is up, and that kick is good.
Might be one of the biggest cheers you hear for an extra point that doesn't give you the lead. They appreciated all systems go, and the PAT kick, and getting some nice congratulations on the sideline is Jackson Gajewski.
Jackson Gajewski with the extra point. It is 41-0. Tigers on top in this one. As we will take a quick break here. Oh, just kidding, we're not going to go to break.
I have a score update. After 3, Pequot Lakes leading East Grand Forks 28-5, and that's not a typo. East Grand Forks has a field goal and a blocked punt for a safety, so it's 28-5 Pequot Lakes. And, another nice drive. Pine River-Backus won this game 44-0 last year. Right now they do have the running time rule in effect for the 4th quarter as long as they can maintain this lead or more. But I'll tell you, Coach DeMars, he talked about not having a lot of the first game jitters and miscues. They've maybe had a couple, but looking forward to hopefully getting a chat with him in the post-game recap, because I think for the most part he's going to be pretty happy with the performance of this experienced Tigers team coming into tonight. 4 touchdown passes for Irvin Tulenchik, 3 different receivers with that touchdown pass to Corbin Knapp.
Tigers offense has been efficient outside of a couple of drives.
Yeah, only 2 drives that they punted.
This Tigers team has been on a roll. What a way to start the season for them, as they will kick off. And that is a short kick, but high in the air. And getting that is
Brovold.
Excuse me. And he's going to get stuffed right there as the Tigers were able to swarm to it pretty quick. So the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves will take over now. It is 41-0. Tigers lead in this one, 2:08 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Wolves, who have had some positive plays in this one, the second half has been 0 for 2, 2 punts for them in this one. Well, they did go for, on the last drive, a little bit of trickery, but just couldn't quite make it happen, and it was deep in Pine River territory. But they will take over 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line. 2:08 left to go. Tigers on top, 41-0. And Devin, in a kind of a blowout game like this, and what do you want to see from the Wolves? Or when do we start kind of seeing rotating of young players?
It's a question that you always wonder. I think you still want to work on things, but it looks like they have gone to their backup quarterback now.
And the backup quarterback now for the Wolves now. Yeah, there's going to be some
He's
substitutions.
going to come out chucking it, too.
Parker Brock, the backup quarterback. As we're probably going to start seeing some substitutions here for the Wolves.
You know, and the trainer went to the far sideline. I'm not sure if they had to go. Eli Pfeiffer is out on the field. Now he's going to come off, so Parker Brock is going to take over, it looks like, for the quarterback duties, and it does appear that Logan Watts is also, he is not in the backfield as they have Brovold as the tailback.
Now in the I formation, 2 wideout set, and up the middle. This is going to be a good gain here, bouncing off to the left side. Carrying that ball is Cooper Brovold, and Cooper Brovold, who's been seeing a lot of action in this second half, gets a good gain there for the first down. Across the 50-yard line, and it'll be a Walker first down, as we've seen the good runs from them in this game so far. And, what does it need to take for them to just finish off a drive in this game?
That is the longest play of the day for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. 25 yards for Brovold to the PRB 44-yard line, and a huge hole on the left side, as I think PRB is mixing in a few new players on the defensive end as well as we get to later part of the third quarter here.
1:52 left to go, 41-0, first and 10 on the 43. They're going to hand off to Brovold again, runs it up the middle. Cooper Brovold, gain of about 5, maybe 6 on that one. It's going to be 2nd and 5 on the 43-yard line. Or excuse me, the 39-yard line for the Wolves.
Minute and a half left here in the third quarter, so both teams starting to dig a little bit deeper and see what they've got for that second tier, maybe the third tier going forward for this 2022 season.
Clock running now as it's going to be handoff to Brovold again to the left side, and he's going to get met there, but close to the first down. Brovold with looks like that is going to be a first down, gain of 6 yards for Brovold. It's going to be first down for the Wolves. So first down for them, and now maybe a positive drive going here for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
Yeah, with the kind of some of the backups in, Brovold's getting some good lanes. He's running hard. He's looking good out there. Gajewski, who kicked that extra point, had the tackle in his defensive end spot for the Tigers.
High formation, 2 wide receivers out right. Brovold in the backfield, and they're going to toss it to Brovold again, who's had a good drive here. Good blocking upfield as he's trying to bounce out to the right, and he's going to get a first down a little bit more, and over past the 10-yard line, and he is just short, it seems. But a great game for Brovold. Down looks to be about maybe the 1, maybe the 2, but a fantastic gain for the Wolves.
Now they're getting some excitement now with this group out for the Wolves, but they marked him out, I guess, well before that. 13-yard line, it looks like. Still, that's another 20-yard scamper for him.
Brovold making the most of his opportunities here. First and goal for the Wolves. It's going to be handed off up the middle. Brovold's going to be, and it looks like the ball may have popped out, but they're going to call it dead. Loss of about 3 on that one. Stopped at forward progress, so Walker avoiding the turnover there, but now deep in their own territory. This is the closest they've been, but we are winding down the third quarter. PRB on top 41-0. It'll be second down if they decide to get a play in. This clock is ticking down, 13 seconds left in the third. It looks like they may try and get a play off here. High formation now. Expect to see them hand it off to Brovold, and they are going to give it to Brovold on the left side. Or excuse me, that is going to be
Josh. That's Hayden Retke. First carry for him.
And that'll end the third quarter of play. Pine River-Backus running away with this one, 41-0 on top of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll hand it back off to Devin in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in just a moment on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
A wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present
the Ranger athletes good luck this season. The Coop Funeral Home says, go Rangers!
And on to the fourth quarter. Devin Kruger taking it back. Noah, nice job. Not too much to critique. No, you'll be just fine.
Right.
You'll be just fine.
Hey, it's a first game for everyone, right? Got to shake off the rust.
Your first game ever. Football.
It's like making your debut in the NFL, right?
That's right. From the 8-yard line, we start the fourth quarter with the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves trailing. Running time will be in effect with a 41-0 lead. Parker Brock, new quarterback, I formation behind him from the Pine River-Backus 8. Here's the snap, handoff, first back through, and another new back that we get to call out for the WHA Wolves as they handed that one off to Elijah Cox. And Cox gets a short gain. It'll be fourth down. Looks like they'll give him one. It's going to be fourth down and a long 3 for the Wolves from the PRB 7-yard line. So here you go. You got this second group for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. They've gotten their crowd into it. They've had some nice runs. Now the Tigers' second crew for defense has a chance to turn things around and give their crowd something to hoot and holler about by making a big stop in the red zone, as Cox will be in front of Retke in the I formation. Parker Brock under center, fourth down and a long 3. He's going to pass. He's going to do a quick throw, fade, corner of the end zone, and that one is going to be a flag. It was dropped, but the flag comes out, and the Wolves will keep the drive alive with a PRB penalty on the coverage. And, of course, wanting to argue the flag was Owen Dabble, the freshman, but looked like that ball was a little underthrown, and it was, a little underthrown, but there was contact, and I don't think there's too much doubt about that one. There was pass interference, and that's going to give the Wolves some new life with a first down via the penalty. That's the first penalty this half on the Tigers. It goes as a 4-yard penalty, half the distance to the goal. First and goal for the Wolves trying to get on the board. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. This is Retke, far side, trying to cut it up. He's going to get across the goal line, and the Wolves have scored for the first time in 2022 as Retke plows in from 3 yards out for the Wolves touchdown.
Yeah, that's a good read by Retke. Good again for the Wolves. They're doing it. They did a good job in this drive of getting, blocks upfield, really starting to get some positive gains. And, you love to see the second crew out there and, making the most of their opportunity. You got to feel good for Retke and the Wolves to get their first points of the season.
Looks like they will go for 2. As Parker Brock will bring them up, and a little confusion. Oh, they are going to go for the PAT kick as they run somebody out late for the point after, and now we're going to have an illegal substitution as some guys were running in and late. So the illegal substitution, we'll see if they still go for the 2-point kick. I say why not at this point. Give this young man a chance. Levi Norvold, a freshman, was out there to do the point after.
And sometimes in games like this, I like you said, why not try the extra point? Why not try these different things? Now, you don't want to expose yourself too much for future games when it comes to film, but I think it's always good in games like this to try out different things and see how it can benefit you in the future.
Another quarter update, still 16-0 Aiken over Crosby Ironton on KKI and FM 94.3. Here's the snap. It's a low snap. Nice job by the holder, but the kick will be low and no good. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley gets on the board with a 3-yard touchdown run by Retke. 10:57 on the clock. It is the fourth quarter of the season opener, and the Tigers of Pine River-Backus are well out in front. It is 41-6. We'll take a quick break as the Wolves kick off after this on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com. That's KFGI Crosby, by the way, and yourliveevent.com.
Range Disposal Service gives you their promise of dependable
schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Working for you. When we say full-service banking, that's exactly what we mean at Unity Bank. Unity Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Distracted driving is a cause of stop arm violations. Crosby Ironton Transportation would like to remind drivers that their buses are equipped with stop arm cameras.
41-6. The new score as Walker-Hackensack-Akeley got on the board for the first time tonight. The Wolves taking a long time to get their kickoff unit out there. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers, again, a lot of backups in, so I'm looking to try to check the numbers of the guys back to receive. We saw Ethan Lodge return the opening kick of the second half, 95 yards for a score. He is back to receive the kick along with Irvin Tulinchek. And setting it up to kick off for the Wolves is going to be Devin Johnson again. Following the matchup, our post-game report. Big deal, Enbridge, and the star of the game. Here's a high hop, well played by Pine River-Backus, and with his knee on the ground, Brady Rule, as that was a little onside squibber right straight down the middle of the field, but got a good enough roll and a nice enough hop for PRB that Brady Rule was able to pick it up. They're going to rule him down at the 38-yard line. That's where PRB will start here. Fourth quarter, 41-6 in favor of Pine River-Backus. PRB, 6 touchdowns, 2 punts on their drives so far tonight. Devin Kruger and Noah Caruso with you as well, I'm sure, and now Coach Tom DeMars, and looks like they might have to burn a timeout here as they'll take, they were waiting for play to be whistled in. Now they're ready to go as it's a new quarterback for Pine River-Backus, Joseph Zaskowski. He is a senior, and he will go under center for the PRB Tigers with the 41-6 advantage. I formation behind him. We'll get some of these new players as it comes along. With the I formation turn, he's going to turn and hand it off to the tailback. He's through the 40 to the 45 and up a first down run close to midfield. First carry of the night as they'll stop the, quote, stop the clock. It is running time, and that was Owen Dabble, the freshman. Owen Dable with his first carry. He's going to pick up 11 yards and move the chains on. As a freshman, I'm just going to take a wild stab that was his first varsity carry.
And, hey, what a way to make a carry for a first down. Not a whole lot to complain about.
9:10 to go, fourth quarter, 41-6 Tigers. I formation again, Zaskowski under center. Receivers either side, right at midfield pretty much. Here's the handoff, and this is Dable, and this time he gets corralled in the backfield. And coming back, Josh Lecco. Lecco listed as a 6'5" freshman. He doesn't look 6'5". That might be a typo, but that young man has made a couple of nice tackles for the Wolves. It's a loss of 3 back to the 46.
And on that play, I mean, we saw he got a little bit of speed out of linebacker position, was able to really just read that hole quick. And, you're starting to see a rotation of players, and you can kind of work on the things that you may not get to see in practice or in, those JV games. But really good tackle and really aggressive to the ball.
On 2nd and 13, here's the pitch. This is Dable again, looking for room, cuts it up nicely. He gets basically back to the line of scrimmage and gets stuck there. It'll be 3rd down for the Tigers. Third down and 13. The Wolves continuing to shuffle a few players in. This is the time to do it. Get your guys some rest on a hot night. Maybe see what you've got with those second-tier players. Zaskowski comes to the near sideline, gets the play call from head coach Tom DeMars. Halftime, Rick? First quarter? Second. Minnesota Golden Gophers leading New Mexico State 17-0 in their opener of the season. I formation for Zaskowski on 3rd and long. Receivers either side. Takes snap. He bobbles it. It's on the deck. And the Wolves say they have it. Haven't seen a signal yet as the officials come, and it is Wolves football as Lecco makes the recovery. Zaskowski pulled back, fumble on the QB center exchange. Ends up being a loss on the play and a turnover. First turnover tonight for the PRB Tigers. 7:26 on the clock again. Running time into effect. as Walker-Hackensack-Akeley for the first time tonight will start in opposing territory. 1st and 10 at the PRB 44-yard line. Pine River-Backus up 41-6. PRB led 28-0 at the half. And now we're going to have a timeout taken by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. If I have that correct, that will leave them with 1. 7:26 on the fourth quarter clock. 41-6, Tigers in front on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has
in-home or in-shop service to serve you better. Give them a call at 829-5292. The name to remember in used appliances is Wise.
Devin Kruger, Noah Caruso back with you. Tigers leading big. It's 1st and 10, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley from the PRB 44-yard line. Parker Brock still in as QB. Receivers either side. I formation behind him. From the right side hash, he hands it off first back through. Nothing there as Cox swallowed up quickly. Went into the line, and guys getting up from the bottom of the pile for PRB. Carson Crawford was part of that. Looks like Devin Myers, Austin DeGroat, all part of that crew. No gain for Elijah Cox. Next week, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley travels to New York Mills. Pine River-Backus here home against Bagley on yourliveevent.com. Receivers either side, I formation for Brock. Surveys 3 down linemen for the Tigers. Pitch back near side. And here is Retke trying to get the corner. A nice pursuit on the far side by Mac Reddick, a sophomore. And maybe, looks like they'll give Retke a gain of 1. He's got 3 carries, 9 yards, and the only score tonight for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. 3rd and 9 from the Pine River-Backus 43-yard line. It's a final Pequot Lakes 28, East Grand Forks 5. I'll have the Patriots at Dilworth Glendenfelton. Huge rivalry next week for the Patriots fans out there. On 3rd and 9, 2 receivers go left. I formation behind Brock. Here's a snap. He's back to pass under a little pressure. Steps up, throws near side. Nobody there. That could be grounding. He was in the pocket. The officials are looking. There was absolutely nobody on the right side. Not sure if they're going to maybe just chalk that up to a miscommunication on a route. The flag ends up not coming out, and they'll just, looks like they're just going to flat out call that incomplete. It's going to be 4th down for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. Clock running, 5.5 left here in the fourth quarter, 41-6 PRB. Fourth down, and looks like they are in punt formation. They have Levi Norvold back as the punter. PRB late sends Owen Dable back to receive the kick. High kick, Dable going to take it at the 15-yard line. Left side hash across the 20, slips inside a tackle, and then gets spun down at the 25 by Elijah Cox. After the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley punt, Pine River-Backus will take over 41-6. Pine River-Backus well on their way to a 1-0 start and 3 straight wins in the rivalry over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
And that does a lot for a team's confidence. You know, to come out 2 years in a row, not only to beat your rival, but to blow them out, Devin. I mean, it's been domination on both sides of the ball for PRB. And, yeah, there's always things to work on if you're a head coach. That's always, sometimes those coaches, it's the only thing they're looking at. But, like, for a week 1 matchup, I mean, their offense looked efficient. They made big plays. The defense seemed to be in great cohesion today with where they needed to be. It's been a really impressive performance by the Tigers today in week 1.
In at quarterback again, Joseph Zaskowski. He's under center, single back behind him. He's going to hand it off straight. Oh, the ball's loose again, and the Wolves will recover again. Handoff straight up the middle, and I think that was a new back in Mac Reddick. And the ball popped out right as he hit the line, and on one play, the Tigers will give the ball back to the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. The guy sliding in to recover it was Elijah Cox. We've said his name a couple of times, and this is another one of those things, Noah, that even though it's the first game, you've got a big lead. That's going to bug a coach. Back-to-back turnovers, even with that second crew in there. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley has their second crew in there, and you just gave him the ball 2 times in a row.
Well, especially when it was uncontested. It seemed that he just dropped it. A silly turnover late in this game.
From the PRB 29, 1st and 10. Brock hands off to Retke, and there's a good job in the backfield. Coming in, making the initial hit, Carson Crawford, a freshman. And a short gain on first down from the 29 to the 27. It's a pickup of 2 for Retke.
The PRB second team here for defense, they're also doing a very good job at not bending. You get a turnover or, get a turnover late deep in your territory, it's going to be key to see how they answer. But I think that even defensively in the second half here, PRB has been right on top of it, minus the one touchdown drive they had.
Hayden Retke, that freshman, 4 carries, 11 yards, and a touchdown. He's the tailback, 3:33 to go, fourth quarter. PRB up big. Here's a handoff right. It's just a quick little standing handoff from Parker Brock to Elijah Cox, and nothing there. He gets bottled up quickly. Stuffing that in the middle, Cole Oberfell, 220-pound freshman for the PRB Tigers. Stuffed that one, 3rd and 8.
And Oberfell doing a great job engaging at the line. Also, I put a nice little rip move on there as well. To be in that size as a freshman, you expect him to just get bigger in the weight room. He could be a key prospect for him in the future. Oh my goodness.
3 minutes to go here in the fourth. High formation behind Parker Brock. It's 3rd and 8 from the Pine River-Backus 27. Here's a snap. Brock, quick pass. He was under some pressure, and the pass tipped and incomplete. A little bit high as he had to get rid of it quickly. Cole Rutten was the intended receiver, and it'll be 4th down as Parker Brock now has as many pass attempts in this game as 2 other Wolves combined. The starter, Eli Pfeiffer, only had 2 pass attempts. He was sacked twice on other attempts to throw, and then the only completion for the Wolves tonight, Logan Watts on a halfback pass for 5 yards to Alex Daigle. Clock down at 2:20 with the running time, 4th down, and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley again with the seemingly a little bit of hiccups for the field goal attempt. All right. Oh. Let's do it. Now, the Wolves might have to take a timeout as they're setting up for a field goal. Holding is Parker Brock. Levi Norvold, the freshman. This would be a 44-yard attempt with 1:52 to go. The lines are down. The snap, the spot, the kick is blocked. Oh, I was so looking forward to seeing how this played out, and PRB gets in and stuffs it. Mac Reddick with the blocked field goal, and PRB will take over at their own 29-yard line, up 41-6 in this one.
Gosh, now I'm kind of curious. I want to see him get that up in the air. What does that distance look like? I'm gonna curious.
I would have loved to have seen if the freshman had the leg.
Oh, right. How close he could have gotten. But you know what? I applaud Walker-Hackensack for trying it. Giving confidence in that young guy, and he'll be excited to work on that in practice because he's like, I could have made that if he wouldn't have been blocked. He'll be telling everyone his friends at school.
From the 28, handoff straight ahead for PRB. Up across the 30, and Zaskowski gives it to Reddick. Reddick plows ahead. Nice little push by the offensive line up across the 30 to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 5 for Reddick as we're approaching the final 70 seconds here tonight in Pine River. Tigers will go to 1-0 when they welcome Bagley next week. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will be 0-1 as they head to New York Mills. Zaskowski will take his time. Receivers either side. Single backfield, wing back sort of to the right on the line. Here's the snap. Handoff Reddick again. Trying to push forward. Slips a tackle. First down run up across the 40. And they'll mark him down pretty much right at the 40-yard line. They give him a gain of 7 and a first down for Pine River-Backus. 30 seconds on the clock. I think they've got to, I don't know if they've got to snap it. I think they don't have to snap it here. They can let the final 30 seconds as once they whistle play in, you have 40 seconds, and Coach Tom DeMars talking with Zaskowski with 14 seconds, and little smile. It looks like a little laugh. PRB is not going to send a play. This is going to do it. We'll head to the post-game recap. Game 1 for the 2022 football season here in Pine River. It is a final Pine River-Backus 41, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 6. The post-game recap starts after this. It's a 41-6 final. PRB with the win on Skeeter 101.5, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
And is the only stop with number 1 Diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate, small animal care for your beloved pets.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
It's value you can't really put a price on. Growing Power is your Touchstone Energy cooperative, and we're proud to power your life.
It's a final. Pine River-Backus dominates this one again in the rivalry game. They defeat Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 41-6. Devin Kruger and Noah Caruso with you. First half, very impressive. Scored on 4 out of 5 drives, 28-0. They start the second half with a bang, and the Tigers didn't look back tonight.
No, and, from start to finish, I mean, we talk about in the first game, it can always just be like a feeling out process. And, you never know how things are going to work. And, talking to the coaches in the pregame interview, it's like sometimes we don't always know what to expect. But a lot of what Pine River's bread and butter is going to be all season was established in today's game. Excuse me. And, for a Pine River team that has a lot of high aspirations to potentially get to the state tournament, I mean, it was a really impressive win in week 1 here.
Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, good efforts. They had some flashes of some good plays, but just couldn't get anything consistent really on either side of the ball. And when they did make the mistakes, Pine River-Backus took advantage of them, and that's what you have to do if you're going to set that tone for a successful season.
Well, especially against a good team like Pine River. I mean, and to Pine River's credit, they did a fantastic job on defensively. Was great in coverage today. Was great, in the front seven. Was so dominant today. Really just engaging at the line early. Really kind of just jumping at those gaps and, breaking blocks, for tackles for loss, and it just wasn't a whole lot going on outside of a few plays, like you said, and you at least want to walk away with some good things, and I'm sure that when they watch the film, there's going to be some things that they can look at going forward, but, it's just all you can do is you just build from this, and you move on to the next game, because they got a tough game next week, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Tigers get the win pretty decisively tonight, 41-6. It was 28-0. Touchdown passes from Irvin Tulenchik to Ethan Rugroden. That started off the scoring. Ethan Lodge, 5-yard run, 59-yard strike from Tulenchik to Ryan Struess. And then Tulenchik with Coach DeMars taking a couple timeouts, wanting another chance for that offense at the end of the first half. They got it. They took advantage. It was another touchdown pass, a great diving catch by Ethan Rugroden as he got things. He had a couple of great first half touchdowns, 28-0 in favor of the PRB Tigers. And then you have the second half. The 95-yard kickoff return, and then after a punt, the Tigers went up 41-0, a 10-yarder from Irvin Tulachik to Corbin Knapp. The second stringers turned it over a couple of times. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley was able to take one drive from their own 31-yard line, got on the board early in the fourth quarter as Hayden Retke scored from 3 yards out to make it 41-6, and that ends up being the final. We'll look at the stats. We've got our post-game awards the post-game rewards all still to come. Pine River-Backus starts the season off with a convincing win, 41-6 over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. More after this on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
Hanakin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hanakin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hanakin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hanakin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HanakinInsurance.com. Let Hanakin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Save on your groceries and gas each week just by shopping at Pequot Lakes Super Value on Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Shop your locally owned Pequot Lakes Super Value for quality, service, and freshness. Enjoy delicious daily deli specials around the Stone Hearth fireplace, convenient on-site pharmacy, and the freshest meats and produce. Save on gas too. Earn 10 cents of savings on gas for every $100 spent on groceries. Pequot Lakes Super Value, Patriot Avenue in Pequot Lakes. Good luck, area teams.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRB Schools.
Back here, Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com. Hopefully he's not out of breath. Tom DeMars, head coach for the PRB Tigers, is now joining us. And, we got some of the guys that are coming up. Tom, when we talked in the pregame, you had talked about hoping that there weren't the first game jitters. I think your guys came out and made some good statements tonight. Your thoughts overall on getting that opening night win?
Yeah, it was I thought we got off it was a tough start. They actually played very physical, and we had to battle for everything we got. But we were able to grind out some first downs and then hit them with a couple big plays and a big kickoff return too. So we feel pretty good about no turnovers, very few. I don't remember 1 or 2 penalties. So feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, the first team especially looked pretty crisp, and the receivers made some outstanding plays. When you look at the experience factor, how much do you chalk that up to? With Irvin being able to toss the ball to some different targets, and then some of those 50-50 balls. We saw those guys really come through, making plays even in game 1 for the Tigers.
Yeah, they really did. They made some tough catches on the sideline, in traffic, and so on. And I guess we kind of know that they can do that and kind of expect them to do that because they've been playing together and playing ball and just good in a number of sports, so they're used to doing that kind of thing, and they did it tonight.
Defensively, also a very strong performance. Saw just a few first downs here and there, nothing sustained, nothing consistent that the Wolves were able to put together. How pleased were you with the defensive effort and anything that stood out to you, Coach?
Well, I think we've got a pretty solid front five, and if we are able to, usually I think we can stop the run, and if we can do that, I think we're going to be that's our first goal, and our front five is actually pretty big as well, so it's going to be tough to run against, and if we can do that and force a team to pass, and in high school football, that's not always the easiest thing. So that worked out well for us tonight.
When you take a look at the game, first game, 28-0 at the half, you get the win 41-6. What were some of the key things that you talked to your guys about here after this game to hopefully for you guys set a tone for this 2022 season?
Well, we've got high expectations, and I think when you talk to our next two seniors here, they're going to say the same thing. So it was fun to get a win here tonight, but at the same time, we know that there's many more games ahead and tougher games ahead too. So we've got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, you get 5 home games this year, which is a little bit odd, but you'll definitely take it. Bagley in here next week. And what will be maybe a couple of key things that you'll focus on for your guys to even take a performance like this and improve on for week number 2?
Well, Bagley's runs a unique offense with a lot of motion, a lot of misdirection, a lot of getting out, trying to get on the edge, and a lot of no huddle. And if you notice some of our guys out there tonight, we were really tired, even early in the game. So that's going to be a challenge, just keeping guys fresh and playing hard the whole 48 minutes.
Well, an impressive win for week 1. It's a 1-0 start for the Tigers. Coach, congratulations. And, of course, good luck next week as we'll see you back here on the YourLiveEvent.com broadcast. And, best luck, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you very much.
Tom DeMar is head coach for the PRB Tigers as we'll take a break. And we'll talk to some of those players after the big win here tonight at PRB on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Groceries and gas each week just by shopping at your locally
Does that
owned
one just
Pequot
not
Lake
work, Jordan?
Super Value.
Okay.
Street Avenue, Pequot Lake.
We won't worry
Pequot
about
Lake
that,
Super
then.
Value offers simple and convenient curbside
Gentlemen,
pickup. Order online at shop.pequotlakesupervalue.com.
Good way to start.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only...
Welcome you back to the broadcast here, YourLiveEvent.com, Skeeter 101.5, and RJBroadcasting.com. 41-6. The PRB Tigers get the victory for tonight as we talk to some of our post-game award winners, and we'll start with our Pine River Family Market star of the game, Irvin Tulenchek. Pine River Family Market, of course, where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere every Wednesday. Gallons of milk, just $2 for $6. Visit them online for curbside pickup or delivery. Pine River Family Market Delivers.com. Irvin Tulenchek, senior quarterback, 4 touchdown passes tonight. Obviously, the key thing is that you get that first game win after a great season last year, which you were in that quarterback spot. Now you're one of the senior leaders. How good does it feel to start the year with a note like this?
It felt really good. We had a few weeks of practice, and we knew we had to put it together for tonight, and we were all really excited. And we all got high goals for the year, so it was just nice to start the season off on the right foot.
As a senior and with leading the group in these practices, what were a couple of things that you wanted to establish for this team coming out in week 1?
We just wanted to execute what we had game planned, and we just wanted to have fun. Don't get too serious about it.
Your receivers were all over the place. You have so many weapons on this team again this year. How much of a luxury is that as a quarterback to know that you've got several options, you've got guys you can count on to make some plays? They made some tough catches out there tonight.
Yeah, it feels really nice. I have a lot of confidence in them I know if I'm going to throw up there, they have a good chance of bringing that down, and that helps a lot.
28-0 at the half, and we know, like you say, you can't take it too seriously. You know, you also can't get the highs and lows. What was the conversation like at halftime for you guys, and what you wanted to bring to the second half?
We started just a good half, but we knew we had to turn it up. We talked about bringing that kickoff back to the house.
You talked about that?
And then, we were just don't take our foot off the gas and just keep going hard.
It's week 1. You got another home game in week 2 with Bagley. And again, you know, we talked about it with coaches, but sometimes it's fun because you guys have been doing this for a number of years now, and you're leading this team. What are some of the things that stand out to you, or even of things that you want to maybe get a little better at in week 2?
Yeah, coming off the field, we had 12 people on the field a lot of times, and first week of the year they're going to let that fly, but come playoff time when you get that situated, and just obviously it was hard in that heat to go as hard as we could first half, but just go hard every single play.
Nice way to start for the Tigers. Congratulations on the win, and for our Star of the Game award.
Thank you.
Senior quarterback Irvin Tulenchek joining us here, and also one of our other award winners. We've got 3 to pass out. We got 2 of them here, as coming in is going to be our big deal of the game. Our big deal this year, sponsored by a host of area businesses, including Brandel Motors out of Aiken, Riverwood Healthcare Centers, Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products of Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Shannon's Auto Body out of Brainerd, and Takedown Gym in Brainerd. Corbin Knapp is our big deal of the game. Again, one of the senior leaders. You were on the line. You were a fullback. You caught a touchdown pass. Is there any spot that you're not comfortable on the football field, Corbin?
It's just where the coach puts me, pretty much. Yeah, it changed a lot. I know we got a couple injuries the last couple of weeks, so he just told me just put on a different jersey and play that position, pretty much.
I was thinking, you know, when we see jersey changes in this game, it usually means the other one got torn or there's blood on it. Are you going to take 2 jerseys to every game after a performance like tonight?
I might have to. You never know, and you know you have to watch too, I guess.
Being again one of the senior leaders, Corbin, what are some of the things that you wanted to instill with your fellows? And there's a lot of you guys. There's a lot of seniors on this team. What have you guys been talking about to get a season started like this, and what you want it to carry into for your last season?
I know we have a lot of experience, so just bring the excitement and the fun. I know they all know what to do, so they just bring it, and we'll get the job done.
You know, I made the comment early, and it's always fun watching small school football because you're on offense, you're on defense, you're on special teams. It's a hot night. With a night like this, how much were you trying to just take any breather you could? What was fun about being playing all 3 phases and kind of getting the year started like this, Corbin?
Well, with the heat, and we knew it was gonna be hot, and we knew we gotta just gut it out. But there's also an opportunity for the younger kids too to get in and just go hard.
Obviously, it's there. You can easily make a lot about the offense when there's 41 points on the board, but the defense was really solid as well. We talked to Coach DeMars about that. Talk about the defensive philosophy, what this team wants to bring on the defensive side of the ball night in and night out.
We just want to fly to the ball and make tackles. We all have a certain responsibility. We all know we can put up 0 and just fly to the ball because we know we have speed and stuff.
It looked good tonight. A nice win for the Tigers to start off the year, Corbin. Congratulations on the award, and we'll see you guys again soon.
All right, thank you.
Corbin Knapp and Irvin Tulenchek are award winners, 2 of our award winners for the PRB Tigers. As we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go through some numbers. We'll name our last award winner, not joining us, but we'll name that with our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game, and then we'll get things wrapped up from Pine River. A 41-6 victory for the Tigers tonight over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. As we take a timeout. More after this on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Anakin Insurance Agency is proud.
Off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved
tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aiken Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AikenMotorsCO.com.
Back here in Pine River, 41-6, the final score. Devin Kruger, Noah Caruso with you. We have one more postgame award winner to name, and that is the Enbridge I Bring Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on the new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. It was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Today, it's Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game. I don't think it gets much more energetic than when Noah Caruso's first ever play-by-play call in high school football is a 95-yard kickoff return to start the second half. Ethan Lodge, 2 touchdowns tonight, 5-yard rushing. He caught a pass. He returned the kick 95 yards. That's certainly a spark for any team. To find out that the guys almost called it at the halftime meeting is pretty dang funny that they were talking about returning the opening kick of the second half all the way, and that's exactly what happened. Ethan Lodge, the Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game. Looking at the numbers for this one, and certainly will showcase some of the domination from the Pine River-Backus Tigers, as the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves I had for 151 yards of total offense, 146 on the ground. Logan Watts did lead the way, 21 carries, 76 yards. Pretty good running in the second half by Cooper Brovold, 5 carries all in the third quarter for 61 yards. It was Hayden Retke scoring the lone touchdown for the Wolves. He had 4 carries for 11 yards. Only 1 completed pass for the Wolves tonight, 1 out of 6 with 3 guys combined. Eli Pfeiffer, the senior starter, was over 2. Parker Brock, the second-string QB, was over 3. The only completion with Logan Watts. He completed a halfback pass to Alex Daigle. So 151 for the total yards for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. 10 penalties, 10 first downs, 6 penalties for 40 yards, and the 1 turnover with the fumble. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers, 309 yards of total offense. On the game rushing total, 146. Ethan Lodge, 12 carries, 87 yards, including the touchdown. Chance Abraham with 3 carries for 10. Brady Rule, 4 carries for 28. In the fourth quarter, Mac Reddick had 3 carries for 12, and Owen Dable had 3 carries for 8. In that passing department, it was Irvin Tulenchek, 6 of 9, 163 yards, 4 of his 6 completions went for 6 points on the board, 163 yards. 4 different receivers made catches. Ethan Rugroden, 2 catches, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ryan Struess, 2 catches, 81 yards and a score. Corbin Epp, 1 catch, 10-yard touchdown. Ethan Lodge, a catch for 31. So 309 yards of offense for the Tigers, 17 first downs in the matchup. They did have 2 fourth-quarter fumbles that they lost, and penalties, just 3 penalties for 19 yards. 41-6, the final score tonight here in Pine River. 2 other games that we were covering that we have final scores for. The Pequot Lakes Patriots opened up the season with a 28-5 win over East Grand Forks. And after it was close for 3 quarters, the Aiken Gobblers pulled away in the fourth quarter. They defeated Crosby Ironton tonight 34-0. The only other score that I had a chance to look and find was Holdingford and Piers. They were tied at 14 at the half. Tomorrow morning on the Wake the Lakes Morning Show, we'll have the full rundown of the recap of tonight's scores, and we'll check out tomorrow's schedule, which includes 2 more high school football broadcasts. Minnesota Golden Gopher football, they started their 2022 season tonight, and they were up 24-0 on New Mexico State at the half. Next week, the Pine River-Backus Tigers will host Bagley, and that will be on yourliveevent.com. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will travel to New York Mills. 3 straight wins for the Tigers over the Wolves in the series. Final score again tonight, 41-6 in favor of the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Noah, any final thoughts before we say our thank yous and bid everybody good night?
No, just it's going to be a fun season, Devin. That's all I really got to say about it.
Yes, it will, and looks like it could be a very fun season for those PRB Tigers. From the staff here at Pine River-Backus Schools, great job by them, of course, setting things up and the partnership with your live event. Of course, a huge thanks to all of the sponsors and advertisers. Remember, our broadcasts are not possible without the sponsors and advertisers. If you'd like to get involved, contact the sales staff. We'd be happy to help. And, of course, all our fans and friends for the great feedback for our local sports coverage. Final time again tonight from Pine River, 41-6. The PRB Tigers get the win. Until next time, folks, have a great Thursday evening. Welcome to September and football season. I'm Devin Kruger. Let's do this again.
This has been a local sports presentation on R&J Broadcasting. Thank you.
Hanneken Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hanneken Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hanneken Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hanneken Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannekenInsurance.com. Let Hanneken Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.